You know, like I know. Until that body shows up, he ain't dead. And if he ain't dead, he's still talking.
Let's just slide, let's just slide. Ain't down the lake, just make that lane switch. Let's just slide, let's just slide. Ain't dynamite, turn to $1 million and we all rich. Let's just slide, let's just slide.
When we break the code, no way, hit the brakes when they on patrol.
Until that body shows up, he ain't dead. And if he ain't dead, he's still talking.
Me and my trying to get it, you bitch. Yeah, bitch. Hit that house, like, tell me is you with it, you bitch. Yeah, bitch. Home invasion was persuasive. What's persuasive? What's persuasive? From 9 to 5, I know it's vacant, you bitch. Yeah, bitch. Dreams of living life like rappers do. Like rappers do, like rappers. Back when condom rappers wasn't cool. They wasn't cool, they wasn't. Raining went to tell my bros. Tell my bros. Then Usher Raymond let it burn came on. That burn came on, that burn came on. I saw that night-top rhyming, yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Park the car, then we start rhyming, yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch. The only thing we had to free our mind. Free our mind. Then freeze that verse when we see dollar signs. See dollar signs. You looking like an easy come up, yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch.
You know, like I know. Till that body shows up, he ain't dead. And if he ain't dead, he's still talking.
Go Hollyberry or Hallelujah. Pick your poison, tell me what you do. Everybody.
Hello. What's up to everybody in the chat? Everybody who did a whole lap around the church when they seen them black Tims. I feel like we need to be so live and so vindicated. All y'all out there in the back who said Unique was dead. What now? I am so excited to get into this finale episode. Like, y'all already know how I was feeling about the show. I got so much to say. We have so much to do. Before we get into that, thank you to everybody who is here. Of course, I am not only streaming on my platform, but I am streaming on VACAY-JayTV's platform as well. Be sure to show us some love. Hit that like button. Get them super chats. Super chats come first today. Attach them super chats and show us some love. I feel like we have rocked this out for all 10 episodes, and we're going to keep that same energy. But before we dive into Unique and them Tims and so much more that happened in this episode, of course, I have not been doing this by myself. I have been, have my little ride or die homie. Hopefully he has the same energy towards this episode that I do, because I told y'all, I wish I could say the N word. I'm just saying ninjas. We told y'all ninjas. We told y'all Unique was watching Jeopardy in Pranessa's house, but ain't nobody believe us. Let me go ahead and bring out my co-host at this point. Jay, how are you doing in the back?
Before you go on, you gotta make sure that ninja's dead.
Can't stand you.
What up?
I cannot stand you, Jay.
Tough times don't last. Tough people do. Ninjas. What's that nigga who's like this?
I swear, like, I wish I was looking. Not you trying to be like me. I swear I do not own like a black. I don't own like hoodies. I just own like maybe sweatshirts. I was like, I can't. Most I can do is the black situation. But you got the whole hoodie representing for the reincarnation zombie Unique coming back. How you feeling, Jay?
What up? I told y'all. We told y'all. We told y'all. All right, we told y'all. All right, that's what's up. What's up to the people? What's up, YouTube? What's up, party people? Ubiquitous is back in the building.
Absolutely. Like, Jay, I am so excited for this. Like, how did you feel before we get into it? What did you rate this episode?
After thoroughly looking at it over and over and over again, man, I get this joint a 10, yo. It's a 10. It's a 10 for me. It's a 10 for me. It's a 10 for me. I don't care. Y'all can beat down the writing. Y'all can beat down. It's a 10 for me. Because when I saw them Tims, and when I saw Kanan do what he did, and when I saw Rock do what she did, that was a 10 for me. That's all I needed, yo. That's a 10 for me. 10.
I'm going to give it an 8.5.
Of course. It got to be.
I'm going to give it an 8.5.
Yeah, nobody give it 10s.
I can boost it to an 8.7. I just can't make it towards that 9. We too close to 10. And you believe that this episode was perfection. If you're saying 10, that means you felt like this episode was pure perfection. You thought it was a perfect episode?
I thought it was a perfect ending to the episode. Let me just say it like that. But I'm going to say that, yeah, I got some answers. We got accountability from Rock, right? We got a lot of stuff we're going to get into. I'm changing right now. Sorry, I'm changing.
You don't want to be hot?
Exactly. Hot, that damn freaking hoodie is hot as a mother, y'all. You know, so I do it for y'all. I do it for y'all. You know what I mean?
For y'all, yes. Once again, we have a whole, when I tell y'all I got a gazillion slides.
Yes.
I got a bunch of slides because so much happened in this episode. So to prioritize your comment, please attach a super chat to that. I don't care if it's $1. I don't care how much it is, but we got a lot to get through this episode. This is finale. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us this entire time. Bree's already showing up with the love like she always does.
Yeah.
With that good old $5. Thank you so much, Bree. You know I appreciate you. I was convinced Unique was coming back from the dead once I realized there was a Thriller red and black theme for the finale.
That's right.
Because this is Thriller.
Boom, boom, boom.
He did it. Oh, we got another one from Jay. Thank you so much, Jay. Told y'all.
Yeah, she did. I remember she did. Yeah, I remember.
Jay, I like how you just, switching sides now. Like you would.
Ain't nobody listen. First off, don't even try to play me. Don't even try to do me. Initially, I said he ain't dead. Go back, run it back. I said he ain't dead. He tough. And then when they put out the article, I was like, all right, well, I guess in real life he's supposed to be going on tour, so I'm gonna just go with that. Don't try to even run it. Don't try to. I'm
gonna let Jay make it, y'all.
Y'all run it back. Run it back.
Y'all
episode 5
on the other side playing that the Lulu button every time we get him.
I was playing
that button.
I was playing at the Lulu. I was playing at the Lulu button because you talking about he upstairs with their Pernessa with Jeopardy. That's what I was talking about.
Hey, we don't know that could have came into fruition. He had to heal up somewhere. Okay,
his ass was with Stefano, yo. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it all. Yeah.
With the theories. All right. We gonna let him make it. Y'all know what it is. Let's keep it going. Thank you guys starting us off right with those good old super chats. Before we jump directly all up into this episode in my amazing slides, me and Jay got some stuff coming up. Jay and I have some stuff coming up. Who runs the block?
Yeah.
Who runs the block competition? Coming up February 19th, this will not be the last Que Sera situation for us discussing Raising Kanan. Not only will we discuss what's next, but on February 19th, along with some other amazing people. Yep. Tell them what we're doing, Jay. Sell us.
Man, listen, so here's how it's going down, son. It's Who Runs the Block competition, B. We in Queens, Jamaica, Queens. We're going to find out who's going to be the real kingpin or the real queenpin based on their knowledge and their skill to decipher everything that's on the block. We're going to be hitting them with questions, hitting them with some trivia, hitting them with some visuals, hitting them with everything that you would get on the block. So come through and support this one right here. It's going down.
Yeah, it's going to be a whole hood Raising Kanan Jeopardy situation. Whole game show.
A whole block party and the whole 9.
Y'all know how Jay gets down with the editing and all the extras. So we got a whole lot prepared for that show. And I think
before we go on, shout out to Tyra the #1 intro queen maker, dog. Like nobody does it like Tyra. And Tyra, I want an intro for Who Runs the Block too, yo. Straight up.
Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed the intro. Anybody just getting here, please run it back. Anybody just getting here, remember to hit that like button. I'm seeing 91 people in the live. We need to see 91 likes all around. Of course, we have one more super chat. Dane coming through, showing love. Thank you, Dane. Hood Lazarus. Hood Lazarus is back. Yes, he is. Let's see. Peace, Tyra and VACAY. Thank you so much, Dane, for that. We appreciate it.
Salute.
Definitely Hood Lazarus. Definitely. Thank you guys so much starting the show off right. But let's get into what y'all came here for. Because, like,
let's go.
Wow. They squeezed a whole lot into this episode.
Yeah.
And I put them all in these slides. So let's go. Ready to die. And that's on Biggie. Because we passed it up. First of all, what y'all not gonna do is open the episode like Lulu in the casket. Like,
right. I was like, come on, dog.
There was so much foreshadowing with this episode and Lulu in his situation. Our boys wanted on nothing. He running on 1%. It seemed like from the very beginning, like they were going out of our way to let us know that like Lulu on his way out, as if we didn't know already. Like, how did you feel about Lulu and his mental state opening up? Because I was like, I know, damn, well, we ain't in the fume. I was like, oh, he just laying back. But I felt like they were trying to say something without saying it with these particular shots.
Well, again, you know, the name of the episode is Made You Look, right? So that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make us look this way and think this way, but really something else is going on. So I knew he wasn't gone. 50 was like, yeah, you know, when you die, blah, 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 blah. Like, dude, stop playing with me. Why you playing with us, dog? We know he ain't dead. He in the rehab. Like, come on, the whole spinning around like he in the casket. Come on, dog. So, yeah. This was dope, a dope beginning, but yeah, they were trying to fool us from the beginning.
They were. It was giving 10 crack commandments. I was like, it was ready to die on Biggie's. I was like, is it? I was like, oh, don't play. Y'all gonna get enough of playing with us and Lulu, maybe or maybe not, being on his way out. Maternity, therapy, jealousy, and doing the work. This was the first time that I ever was like, oh hell, not Rock being Lulu's whole mother.
Yeah. Well, we seen her mother. We seen the mother. So
we have, but up until this therapy session, and first of all, the therapist's name was Dr. Caldwell. I was like, hey, brother. But when we got into like, you know, Lulu requesting like you are the most important person in his life, I was like, I never even peeped because I always give them that younger brother, older sister dynamic. No, she's been a whole maternal figure because they only been having Maxine Waters to look up to their whole freaking life.
Listen, Lulu can't survive off of burnt toast all his life. So, I mean, Rock had to make some real good meals that he could eat. So, I mean, she had to do what she had to do to raise these guys. To raise him because Marv's the older brother, right? So,
yes.
Yeah.
I was so happy. First, I was so happy to see them in therapy. And I thought for 2 seconds, like, I was like, come on now, Rock. Right? We need you right now. Like, she was being the same. I don't get mad. I don't get angry. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm fine. Like, it's him. Fix him. I paid for it. I was like, all right. we need something from you, you know, for us to get through this. This isn't an overnight situation. Your brother is an alcoholic amongst so many other things. And I was just about to die on the inside that I didn't think she was going to take any accountability at this point. And I felt like she was jealous at the fact of not only maybe Marvin in the way he gets to mess up sometimes, or even Lulu, like you guys get to have these, you know, breaks and have your life fall apart. And I don't get to have that. I don't get to have these breakdown moments. I always have to be the strong person and take care of everything. And that's when you guys aren't blaming me for everything. But yeah, were you happy to see them in therapy? Because I was.
Yeah. And I was happy that he called her to the session because this was needed. Somehow, some way, you know, it had to be reconciled. Like this whole friction between them two and him feeling like, hey, you said you own me and stuff like that. So for her to really be transparent, I thought it was great to finally see this because she's like, I can't afford to be emotional. And she can't. She's the boss. She's the boss of it all. And being a woman in the game, you can't show emotion to anybody, not even your own brother. So I totally understood her side, but I understood his side too. Like, yo, you know, you basically was my mom's, you know? So it's like she got 2 kids. She not only raising Kanan, she raising Lulu too, you know? So
Well, don't leave Marvin out. Marvin be over there sometimes too. Marvin be over there sometimes also.
Yeah.
But at this point, I was like really disappointed. Like, come on, Rock, I need you to do some work, girl. And you know, the therapist got to really talking to her, explaining what this is for and that this is not some overnight fix. But by the time we got here, I was like, oh, I think we had a breakthrough. And it was a very emotional moment, and I thought it was really, really beautiful. Mama,
you do not have
Mama, you know I love. It was real deep.
You did not.
All we ever had was Dusty Maxine Waters burning toast, reclaiming her time, hitting us up for money, who knows what else. And now we finally have a breakthrough, and there was forgiveness and accountability. How did you feel when she apologized? Why are you laughing at Maxine?
I'm laughing at the fact that your ass gonna put Maxine Waters up on this damn slide.
That's all because she, you know, I feel like if the mother was there, she would have just been looking like, he ain't better yet. Who got some money on my life? Like, girl, we needed this from the mama, and we never got that. But now we are getting it from who we consider to be that person in our lives. And Lulu really needed this. How did you feel? Because I thought it would be a cold day in hell before we ever saw Rock apologize about anything.
Right. So again, another moment made you look, because all this time we thinking she's never going to apologize. She's never going to be accountable, take accountability for anything. And boom, here we go, turning the other way. I was proud of this moment for Rock. I was proud for both of them to really kind of say, you know what? You're the best thing in my life, and I got to realize that, and I love you, and I appreciate you too. I don't say it often because I can't show emotions to you, Lulu, but you know I care for you. So this was definitely like a real heartfelt moment. That's why you got the frog in the corner.
No, I was happy also for Lulu to be like, you know what? I could have said no. Like, I have to also take some accountability for the role that I played also, and them also forgiving each other. But it was also like, then, you know, this major look thing, they were like trying to act like, oh, we're saying bye to Lulu, like them fading away, the car pulling off, and the POV of Lulu fading away into the back. I was like, I'm not gonna play with y'all. I'm, you know, absolutely not about to play with y'all, but I was just so happy for this moment and for him to be honest with her, like, pretty much, sis, I can't be out there catching bodies no more and doing what we, you know, used to do. I can't handle it anymore mentally. It's just like, you know what? Let me worry about that. You stay hard is not there. Better. I love that. It's not there anymore. Also, you know, throwing in Marvin, you know, like Marvin kicking in on this too. We all, you know, support and loving you and paying for this.
Here's one thing I want to point out before you move on, though.
No, go ahead.
Is the fact that she did admit that she got mad because she thought she was losing them.
Yeah.
To music, just like they lost their dad to music. Same thing. Parallel. Okay.
Yeah, we gonna get into that too, because, you know, we're having this accountability and this forgiveness, but is it gonna be enough for Lulu to move forward with his life, child? Let's move on, y'all. It was so deep, though. I thought this moment was beautiful. I had ran it back. I was like, oh, like, when the last time we seen Rock hug anybody? Like, this was
kiss him on the cheek, yo. I mean, that was it right there.
She's a very hard, like, she has to be for the game that she's in, but she's extremely hard. And shout out to the 130 people here in this live. Please hit that like button and show us some love. We got some super chats here. Let's read them and see what's going on. Let's see. So ready for this. When you know, unique. Thank you so much for that, Natasha Scott. You want to show us some love, Jay? Show some love.
No doubt. Let's show some love. Let's show you some love.
You got another one up here from Go DeMarcus. R.I.P. Ronnie Mathis, my God. You know what? I should have known.
His guy.
Place up for that, Jay.
Rest in hell to your boy Ronnie.
Bye, Ronnie. Bye.
Leave it up to the Marcus to show support for Ronnie all the way to the end. Thank you so much for that super chat. We really, really appreciate it. But let's, move on from this Maxine Waters Hallmark moment. This was beautiful. Thank you, Maxine, because without you, none of this would be possible. We get here. Not y'all using white guilt on me at Gerald's funeral. What y'all not gonna do is roll up on me like, oh, this is because of you. She's gonna be in foster care. Like, I didn't care. Bye, little white baby. I'm sorry. And first of all, the question is, what kind of sad family does Gerald have for nobody to want to take this baby in or to take them kids in prior to his addiction and his downfall?
Man.
Bye, white baby, and bye, white Gerald. How did you feel about this? And I told you they ain't have nothing on my man to be arresting him at this funeral.
So, I definitely didn't like these guys rolling up the way that they did, and the timing, just really trying to make him feel bad and saying all this and that. Yeah, we still gonna get you. Like, get up out of here with all of that, man. For real. Did I feel bad for the baby? Yes, I did for the baby. Okay, I felt bad. It's not her fault. For nobody to show up, your boy Joe really made a big mess in his entire family, all his life with his addiction, man. Like, that is just terrible. And nobody gonna pick up the baby. I felt bad about that. But them coming at Marv like that, yeah. And no, they wasn't picking him up with the handcuffs, okay? They wasn't picking him up. That's what it looked like when we played the game. And I was glad that they didn't. I was glad that they didn't.
Like, did y'all really have to roll up on me at the funeral? Like, that was unnecessary.
No class.
And I hate don't try to burden me with that. Like, oh, now this baby's going to be alone all her life. Like, this whole scenario with Gerald could have took place whether Marvin was in his life or not, because his addiction was just that bad. Marvin wasn't there, when, baby, that happened to the baby in the tub, and he chose to, do what he did. So don't try to come lay that on my back. Like, I can't adopt Amber. I'm sorry.
What did they expect, though? Did they expect him to be like, you know what, man?
Oh, God,
You're right. I'm guilty. Lock me up. Get up out of here, you freaking
They thought they like, just, if you don't have nothing, get out of my face. Like, if you don't have anything, get out of my face. Had our nerves bad for nothing. Thank you so much, Dane. Tyra looking like the fourth member of Butter. Also, Lulu. Is Lulu looking fat, or is it just me? Lulu has put some weight on. And when Lulu isn't, all dapper and fresh with that fresh cut, when you're not looking your best, it does add a few pounds. So,
well, when you're in therapy, you know what I'm saying? You get off the stuff, you get off the alcohol. They're going to feed you 3 meals a day. He probably wasn't even eating when he was drinking. So, being up there, he definitely gained some weight.
Yeah. Then when you in a struggle, you get your Anthony Hamilton beard happening, and it's all it's just not a good look. We got to Hamilton beard. Get real patchy. But thank you so much, Dane, for that $5 super chat. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you. Showing us love for this finale. But y'all tried it. Don't y'all disrespecting Amber and Gerald in this moment by rolling your asses up here. Let's move on. Got my baby's nerves shook all the way to the point that he was smacking the hell out of them Twizzlers so hard. They have nothing on you, boo. The lawyers like they're fishing. Like when you go put some pressure on them, and Marvin's nerves are really, really bad. How did you feel throughout this episode that Marvin was not made aware of what everybody else knew as far as Malcolm and Rock? Do you feel like Rock should have told him, like, Malcolm trying to, turn you in or let you take the fall?
I think Rock didn't tell him because we had more pressing matters besides him being locked up. We had to take care of this Kanan situation. So she had him running around, you know what I'm saying? Like, big bro, you need to do this. Big bro, you need to do that. So I don't think she was in the right state of mind at that particular time to be like, yo, by the way, Howard is talking about, sending you up the river and taking the fall. Now, I don't think that conversation was going to happen. But yeah, man, your man was super nervous, man, with the Twizzlers, man. I was like, yo, pass the Twizzlers, son. Like, for real. So, but I'm glad they ain't have nothing on our boy for real.
Like all it is, they've been pressing hard for like the last 4 episodes. Let it go. You're not getting anything out of anybody. How many of you already pressed up on Juke and ruined her opportunity?
But I do like how they had to keep showing us this to kind of like make us think maybe. But okay.
Yeah. Pregnant by who? I'm just kicking it like Candy and Latasha. First of all, I don't want to see Caden's little adolescent nipples. I don't want to see his adolescent back. I don't want to see none of that. Okay. When I come to Power for love scenes, and it's not like they got him on Front and Center Street, body rocking, knocking some boots, but I don't want to see it. Just let me see the aftermath. I don't want to see Caden's back in bird chest. But how did you feel about we already saw this coming? Crystal being late.
I called it. Yeah, I knew it was gonna. I knew it was gonna happen. I mean, we talked about it. Your man ain't using no condoms. Your man just going in raw. We knew it was going to happen. You know what I mean? We talked about it. This might be Sean, or it might not be Sean. It might his baby. You know, da 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 da. But I knew he was going to get her pregnant. This was coming. This was definitely coming. But
how you get pregnant? We was on the mattress on the floor. You can get pregnant at that degree. What do you mean? What you think was gonna happen? Y'all been in here buck wild and free barebacking. What exactly did you think was gonna happen? Just that shock on his face, like what? Like,
what?
Like, I'm just
like what you expect, Kanan? Like you shooting up the club. What you expect, kid? Like, come on, bro.
Bree said that girl ain't pregnant.
She lying now.
Well, you know, stuff is happening for less because before that she did come with this. So like, what are we like, boyfriend and girlfriend now? Like, we just you're gonna make your mouth tight. We just kicking it. Like,
so is this the trick that that some girls, not all girls that age or whoever, says, "Oh, I'm pregnant, so you need to be my man now"? Was that supposed to work? Was that supposed to be the trick? Is what you're saying? If she's not pregnant.
She thought Crystal thought like I said, girl, you ain't even had enough respectability not to be on this mattress on the floor in this Joe's crack roach apartment. Y'all don't ever go anywhere. We never see the boy take you anywhere. Like you would jump off. I need you to understand that.
We know she hood. She been hood. We know that. We saw her friends.
See, I felt awkward too seeing him have sex because I know in actuality like the actor is of age, but I just like I don't want to see your back, Katie. Get that out of my face. They already tried it when he answered the door for the social worker with that bead of sweat running down his chest. I don't
Yeah, he's still playing the role of a 16, 17-year-old. So yeah, I get it. I don't want to see that. We got it.
See, why Kanan don't have a new bed? What is he doing with we went across that bridge Toya several times. What they doing with all that money, like and lack thereof?
That's a good question.
Got knocked up on a dirty mattress on the floor in a trap. # sad. Sean has to come from somewhere. Baby Sean has to come from somewhere, y'all.
Yeah. And it might be her, it might not be her. We'll see.
It might not be. She is giving skeezer, so we don't really know for sure.
Skeezer, really know, brought that back. Skeezer. Oh, I ain't that in like.
Could have been the customer. I said skeezer.
Good job.
Oh Lord, be who you are for your pride. Melted butter, and let's not act like you didn't give Aisha away, Juke. Jay, you got what you wanted. They finally
I called it. Yeah, I called it. I called it. I mean, oh yeah, she was just her friend. Nah. I told y'all. I
never said that. That was Monique.
No, I didn't say you did. But the others, our other friends was like, no, they're just friends.
Now, where Jay called that, I called nothing was going to pop off unless Aisha made the first move because Juke just was not going to do it. I knew she wasn't going to do it when she let her. I hated that she ruined this kiss moment. Like, but you just with Kanan. I was like, oh, you're not going to act like you ain't serve Aisha up on her happy platter. Like, you let her go over there with her happy self cheese. And it's like, when you even ran interference through Juke, like, hey, I mean, it's like, oh, no, we just friends. Like, you had served Aisha up. If Juke would have made the first move long ago, we could have been in a whole bliss situation. But how did you feel about their conversation? Of course, we have from Crystal and Aisha that butter is pretty much melted and done with. And like, yeah, you've been ignoring me. I've been trying to check on you. And they have, hey, you can be honest with me and tell me anything. I care about you, Juke, way beyond friendship. And she plants a whole kiss on you, girl. How did you react, Jay?
I'm glad that we didn't have a plot hole, story hole here. I'm glad it came full circle, right? Again, but if you really think about it, this is another make you look moment, right? You was with Kano. Da 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 da. I didn't think you had feelings like that for me. Boom. Turn around.
We never thought that.
Boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when she was rubbing the the knees, man. I mean, we was joking about it, but come on, man. You rubbing on knees? Come on.
Rubbing on knees, like it's like, everybody
Y'all rub on each other's knees?
All girls watch girls get undressed. They get no, I don't.
Except for
you kind of watch me get undressed and rub my knee. We need to have a talk. Wait, won't do that. Won't do that.
I was I just wanted Juke to be happy. I just wanted Juke to, have somebody, she deserves whoever it is, whether it's a guy, whatever girl, whatever she wants. I wanted Juke to be happy. So yeah, this is cool.
Now, I don't know what's going to come for this. I'm hoping that I know Aisha is sincere in her feelings, but it can give a little wishy-washy when a girl is a little curious. Like, she could be curious just about, like, I like Juke, but who's to say at the first, whatever, a boy that you like who's actually got some sense, unlike Kaden, that you wouldn't, leave Juke by the wayside because, I hope she's actually liking her and this just isn't a curiosity thing.
I don't think that kiss in the park in front of everybody is, I'm just
curious. It was PDA.
This is, I got your hand. I'm telling you I like you, and I'm kissing you in public. This is not I'm curious. This is I know now.
Because Aisha smiled at the mailman. I'm just checking.
True, she does smile at everybody. But
this was deep. She does really care a whole lot about Juke, and I felt like this was beautiful. And they snatched the beauty away. We can't let Juke have a damn thing at this point because. The army and ruining Juke's life. This was I don't like seeing Juke cry. Like we already knew this was coming. I called it first episode. Juke can't have a piece of happiness to save her life. It is really sad that we have to contemplate who we want to be with or where we want to live without thinking about our family, what could happen to them, what could happen to me if I stay here. And she's still contemplating going to the army just to get away from the Thomas gang. How did you feel about this?
I mean, it was definitely sad, right? I mean, Juke, it's not Juke's fault that her family's in the game, right?
Yeah.
And what she said was deep, where she was like, if I don't get away, my family's going to keep affecting me and they might affect you too. And I can't have that. So I thought it was very, noble of her to think about not only herself getting away from the fam and the crime and all that, but also if you get involved with me, it's going to affect you too. And I don't want that, Aisha. So I thought that was real noble of her.
It was, because can't nobody, you got, Renee, every girlfriend Lulu ever had. Mm-hmm. I don't know how Symphony got away unscathed. Like everybody always gets touched, and I just, can't even jeopardize that. But it was emotional to Juke, like to know that you thought about me enough to even think that, or even say like, I'm gonna wait for you. Like, all right, I was like, all right, Aisha, you putting 100 on 20. We put 100 on 20. Like, I'm gonna wait for you. Like, all right, we ain't gonna go that far, but it's just nice to know that you care about me in that way.
She really cares about her, like, for real. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dutch, for the super chat. I can't believe it's not butter.
Salute.
It's not. Like, what happened to, you mean to tell me I really wanted more of a resolution because we spent so much freaking time with Butter. This is, getting into my 8.5. We spent so much time with Butter. And y'all can be replaced. You want fame? This is where you start playing in Sweat, Suge Knight, Nisha. I thought we would at least get one conversation or one stamp of, you know what? I got a whole new group of girls. Y'all got too much going on or something. Butter is done. Like, it's almost just like an assumption at this point, just because some FBI agents rolled up and had a conversation with Juke.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's like Juke is way more important than Butter. Like, we care more about Juke than Butter. Of course, we would like to get that. Okay, Butter's over officially, and that. But who cares at this point? Like, but you said it from the beginning. You said it from the beginning. You said, "Why are we gonna build this up just so it could be torn down?" So we knew it was gonna happen, right? You called it. Yeah.
Juke needs to at least lick her boots before she leaves for the army. That's all I'm saying.
You want a salutation? Signing off. Juke, I'm out of here. No more butter for me.
No, let her get some. Let her get some cocoa butter rubbed on her shoulders before she leaves. Like, Lord, let her get some action. When Juke gonna get some action? If I gotta look at Kanan's back
I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad it didn't go further. I said this in my little wrap up. I said I'm glad it didn't go further because again, we look at them as teenagers, so I don't want to see that.
Yes,
I don't
of
want to
course not. But just just something. I did love the moment of PDA, in the part. Whenever Juke does have her moment, I think it's going to be very, very special. And in fact, Juke is at least Juke is 18. But
oh, so now we can see it because he's 18. No, I don't want
no,
to see it.
you don't want to see it. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Shout out to the 150 people here in the live.
Salute.
Keep on hitting that like button on both ends, showing us some love.
Word.
A like is free, and a super chat can cost $1 if you let it. What's good? Let's
Appreciate
move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Drop a dollar.
This was nice. Don't cry, Juke. It's gonna be okay, Juke.
Yeah.
But back to the Funky Thomas family. The 4 stages of a liar. This was hilarious. This was so hilarious to me. We got denial. We gonna fabricate. We gonna minimize. And last but not least, but I'm Malcolm. I would like Malcolm lying with all the conviction and a straight face in the world. It's just like, oh, how but Cap.
Right. This is what you call super cap, yo. He's Mr. Super Cap. Okay. Like you definitely broke it down. Good job on that. Shout out to you in breaking it down. But he is the master. He's the master, man.
He's incredible. Like I wish I could do that.
For real. Like I would get away with a whole bunch of
I would be a lot further in life if I could lie like Malcolm Howard. This was just so good. But they weren't playing with Malcolm. We get here and they are just absolutely not playing with Malcolm. You can no longer finesse your way out of these situations, Woody. This is it. Just tell us why you're helping Thomas, Lulu, Jefferson, Marvin, and we'll let you go. Now, we bringing up Lulu. We bringing up Marvin. We bringing up Nicole and her daddy. Not my badge in my... There's a snake in my boot. Not my badge in my gun. Woody cannot go on being a lone rager out here in these streets doing what he wants to. In this episode, everything Malcolm ever did to try to hide anything came back to bite him, and they took his badge and his gun. How did you feel about this? And if you were Malcolm at this moment, what would you do? What would be the smart thing?
If I was Malcolm, I'm number one. I'm pooping in my boots right now. I'm pooping in my pants right now because once I saw Baptiste come at him the way that he did, I thought that Baptiste was down with him. We thought they was colluding together. Like, we got to hide this. We got to keep Burke out of everything, right? We can't let it go to the public or the whole entire department is going to be exposed. I thought Baptiste and Howard was down. Once I saw that, I knew it was over. And then when your boy Tanner leans up with his little toupee, talking about, I don't care about the department. I don't care about none of that. You got 2 days, bruh. You better get back at me with your little mans over here because you the number one suspect because we about to bring you in, boy. He's going down. Yeah.
I just... As a cop, I think this would have made more sense to me, this whole situation with Malcolm. If Malcolm had been, like, we had seen him interact with Kanan this much as we saw him do last season, to where he was really letting the Trump, like, old father, like, even if you tried to kill me, whatever's going on in my relationship with your mother, I'm your father. That's the most important thing to me right now. I got a son. We ain't seen nothing.
None of that.
We have not seen anything. So when I told you, as an officer, I would have been trying to save myself at this moment, and I would have threw every freaking... I would have... It was every man for himself. And
you would have threw Marvin under the bus? You would have threw everybody?
As an officer, as he said, as an officer of the law, Detective Howard, I would have threw everybody under the bus.
Dang. But what would have happened, right? He would have got taken out anyway. It would have happened because he's so deep in the street. Like, everybody knows Howard's in the street and they know how corrupt he is. If he would have gave up Marvin, he would have died anyway.
He didn't feel like it though. Once we had Lulu still figuring out who he was and what role he plays, you had Scrap Mama. Oh yeah, who is this? I gotta it was as if they're in their own little bubble and nobody out there on the streets, I guess maybe beyond famous, really knows what's going on. Anybody who's had any immediate interaction with him, the Cap, everybody else was none the wiser. Like, I would have set this up, but we wouldn't have a show after that, so it don't matter. Thank you so much Reese for the $2 super
Thank you,
chat. I'm
Reese.
so glad he's gone.
Me too.
Oh Lord. Oh,
I
I'm so
agree.
glad he's gone. Let's see. Not the orange hat. Yeah, there's a snake in my boot. He got the Woody hat on because he's been out here rolling around like the Buckaroos, and he's Woody,
Sheriff.
and he can, soon as something happens, somebody pop out and see him, he just plays dead. Like, oh, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
It's no friend. You don't got a friend in me. Baptiste, like, you don't got a friend in me. You going down, son.
Ain't no friend. Like, that's it. And if you don't report back to us, we can put a warrant out for your arrest. I was like, all right, Malcolm, this is just absolutely it. Not a peep, not anything. Let's see that Woody pick. It's like, man, that I swear he was looking like, oh, y'all really finna take my stuff this time? Oh Lord. Let's see. I agree with Lamont Tyson. Tanner has got to be a copper sax fox. He looks like it.
That's funny. I did say that
passport.
too. I said he was the first Cooper Sachs. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
That's
Max
funny.
said he would have ran. I don't know. I just thought Malcolm, he had a lot riding on the fact that I'm Kanan's father. We family. Yeah, who told you that lie? Let's move on. Who told you that lie, Malcolm? You guys, when it was never that. Malcolm really, he thought something wasn't what it was. The most convenient missed shooting ever. We have Raquel pulling up to the light. I thought they was finna pull a fresh moment, where you don't hit your actual target and the innocent bystander, the kids playing in the park, get hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't that. But yeah, they pulled up because we don't know who they are at this point or who sent them. Pull up to shoot at Raquel. Conveniently, she gets away and they hit another car so they can't pursue her any further. How did you feel about this?
I mean, we saw the preview. We talked about it a million times. We just didn't know who was coming from or whatever the case is. But I wasn't surprised at this point. I really wasn't surprised that somebody was trying to get at Rock, because everybody on the block is like F Rock, right? So again, we didn't know who it was. We thought it was the Italians. We thought it was Snaps and Pops. We, might have thought it was Ronnie and them. We might have thought it was Ronnie in the car. So her looking at the kids though, I was, I made a prediction that she was reminiscing about Kanan and she wished she had baby back or whatever. But yeah, the convenience in the writing was just like, okay. I was like,
I mean, if it could, I think it could have been executed better with them being this close. Like, how exactly do you miss her? I wish they would have been, pursuing her instead of it just being like, oh, if I just busted you, I'm good to go. I was like, okay, well, that was
on another car. Yeah, it was like,
that was brief. What took me out though was we have seen Ronnie. Like, Ronnie ain't sent nobody for nothing. Period. Ronnie, with everybody who Ronnie thought was a threat, all the way down to his own brother, he handles it up close and personal with his own hands.
Right.
But just for Raquel, we sent other people. That's what I didn't like. I just was hoping that this window would go down and it was like, a baby boy moment, like, oh, who that is? Like, oh, it's Ronnie. And then it's like, I was like, oh, it's just some random pedestrian with a gun. All right, that's cool.
Yeah. As we said though, if he did handle it and she did get hit, then we wouldn't have like the rest of the episode. The way that came out.
But it's a way to execute stuff to where I won't give you guys an 8.5. All them bullets and no hits. I don't understand.
They messed up a nice car though. They messed up a nice Jeep. That's about it.
Yeah, that's a nice automobile. Damn near in the car either. Still missed. Yeah, they were in the car with her. They could have tapped her window, like roll down the window, Raquel.
Yeah, right up on her. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, it's okay. Our girl got away, and she got away with her life because we could possibly lose Raquel every season.
Right. I see you, Malik the King. I see you. You're right. Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, let's see. We could put it on. All them shot like you know what?
Yeah, it's true.
I should have just let Pew Boxing lead. We have Kristen here looking like the clown that she is. Because you be feeling sorry for people.
I do.
Did you feel sorry for people?
Yes and no, right? Yes, because she's a young lady, right? Any young lady getting pregnant, the whole nine, you expecting somebody to support you, whatever. The way she went about it, of course, is wrong. And the way she was like egging on Aisha and Jukebox and the whole nine. Is it like karma? I guess. Do I feel bad for it? Yes, I do. Now, if you don't want to feel bad for it, that's fine. I felt bad for it. You know what I'm saying? It's okay.
If she would have left Box and Jukebox alone, I would have let her make it. But you know, when you do clownery, in Monique's words, clownery comes back to bite. Like, I really wanted to hear that conversation that they had, because I just wanted to know if Kanan was like, yo, you gotta abort that mission. Yo, we ain't got time. I want to know what he said to her, because clearly it wasn't.
You only know it ain't mine. You know what I'm saying? You know you be sleeping around. I don't know if that's mine. That's probably what he said. Yo, it ain't mine. Yeah.
Like, what? Can't use the only one I was with. Like, look at here, girl. I had the Jimmy on extra tight. Click, click. I gotta go. I gotta go.
Right.
Plot twist. The baby is breathing. You know, y'all.
Oh,
you know what? This is why I'll put y'all comments on the screen. Like, this is why. This is why. She did all of this out of spite, so I didn't have a sorry bone in my body for her. Like, girl, you had no reason to do this. And if you was gonna be that chick and be out of spite, at least make Kanan wear some type of protection, girl, if y'all gonna be getting it in every time y'all together. Let's move on.
That's a good point. That's a good point. She did set up Juke to get jumped in the train. Yeah. So this is karma.
She did.
It is what it is.
But who is a real one and who's been smart up until a certain point is my boy Famous. A real one and a little too real. Why are you steady coming back to this apartment? Like, Kanan wouldn't smell me as a friend. After how he treated Famous all season, I don't care what happened to your mother. I catch that on the back end and, you know, word on the street, just like I'm sure he heard about the shooting. I am not going to check on you and see if you're okay or let you know anything. How did you feel about Famous rolling up? Because I wanted him to keep all his distance from the Thomas family.
So after that last incident in the last episode, when he did roll up and Ronnie pulled him up on what you doing here? Threw him down the hallway, and then Kenny was like, yo, Lou may be at the mall. Yo, come through. The family's going to be there. I think maybe Famous was like, oh, okay, we might be a little cool, so let me go back because his mom's got hit up. I got to let him know. I mean, you know, Sean is just that guy, man. He's just like, yo, Kanan has been my boy. He's still my boy. Let me just go see if he's all right. That's it.
Man, please.
Do you think he's a sucker? You call him a sucker for that?
Sucker, because no. You don't get to treat me like this. Do we need to recount everything he did to Famous this season? All the slaps in the kitchen, the blaming him for everything, and allowing Ronnie to treat him any kind of way, putting him out of his own apartment, like slapping money out of his hand, running up in his face, pretty much saying like, I'll handle you if you don't shut your mouth. Like, this is a whole enemy in my book. I don't have nothing to say to you. I catch your mama on the back.
I would say this. Famous is a better friend than most of us. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you, he a better friend. Like, if I got beef with my boy that I've known all my life, and then his mom got hit up, I gotta hit my boy like, yo, you all right? Because I don't know if you heard. I don't care if we went through stuff or not. I'm gonna hit him up because we've been boys.
I'm tired of her too coming in here making me unlock doors, slide. This is my apartment. Just stay out of family business. I'm gonna put this blicky in the bag, and you won't send it about. All of y'all, like the Thomas family is just trouble. Like, they're trouble. But you know, Famous is a real one, and you know, I still love me some Famous.
We'll see if he's a real one. We'll see. You know, we'll see. Yeah,
you still down? You still down, my man?
I'm still.
Everything we've been.
I know we're gonna get them slides. We gotta get to the precinct with the strap. That's what we need to talk about.
Right. You gotta blame Consuela for that. That wasn't his fault. Whatever his mama name is.
You did not just call her Consuela.
You gotta blame. We gonna get to Famous's mama because, girl, let's just go.
Come get your girl, man. Your girl is wild. Consuela.
Blame her for that. Of course, Crystal and Kanan have to be matching clowns. Snaps is a whole agent of chaos, and Kanan is still a child, or is he? Now, Once we watch the episode and we get towards the back, of course, Kanan is coming up in here feeling some type of way, like, hey, you can't be acting on your own initiative and trying to get my mom's hit. That's not cool. Having beef with Ronnie. And of course, Snap is acting like he's trying to be the mediator, but all the while, before Kanan got there, like, you can't be going, y'all, how y'all gonna hit and miss? If y'all gonna go for it, y'all need to kill her. Like, kind of playing both sides. But clearly, for us to get the ending that we got, there was a plan in motion before. So what's happening here? Is this all for show?
No, I think Kanan sincerely was going up in there like, yo, you can't hit up my mom and do a play without talking to me first. Like, if we all going to do a play against my mom, it's not to take her out, it's to just get her out of the business. It's not to kill her, it's to take her out of the business, and that's it. Let's take out the competition that way, but don't unalive my mom's, dog. So I think he sincerely was running up in there. I wouldn't call him a clown for doing that. Like, I would probably do the same thing. Like, dog, we supposed to be partners, but then you gonna come on my face like, yeah, I don't answer to you, boy. She need to be dealt with. Like, oh, shoot. Okay, well, now the plan gonna change because I gotta handle you.
I put clown here because certain stuff is like, Kanan, you can't have one without the other. Like, you need to leave certain stuff on the playground with your little young behavior. Like, you really think your mom, especially for the likes of Ronnie, is going to be a sworn enemy of not only Ronnie, Snaps, whatever else. And it's just like, we're going to do all of this, but y'all can't, like, no, you can't get everything you want in that way. I just think it was really delusional. Press the button,
Where's the button? Where's the button? You thought it was delusional?
It was delusional for him to feel like, your Ronnie gonna respect the fact that that's my mom's and not try. What?
I thought it was just your mother. I thought it was just a young mindset to think that he's learning the game. Like, he's really learning the game. Like, they don't care what relationship you have. If you are out, you are out. We gonna take you out. Period. I don't care who you related to. So that's always how Ronnie was thinking anyway. Since day one, Rock is Rock's fault. We got to get Rock out of the way. Right? So, there's no mercy.
You can't hurt my mom, though. We can do everything else, but not that. Right. Yeah, you can't do that, you child.
He learned the game. He learned real quick. Yep.
But moving on from Snap, Crackle, Pop, and, Pop's wigs, let's get here. This is where, all of the good planning was all up into all sorts of motion. So the plan was for Ronnie to kidnap me for ransom, but not for him to shoot at my mother. So... how do you feel? Like, I can't even save it for the ending. Like, I would have loved to see this play out and him and his mother be like real enemies, honestly.
The alternative ending, huh? Wow.
I would have loved to see this actually, like, because we wouldn't have been the wiser. Like, from a certain point, I kind of knew what was happening, but I would have loved for that ending for it to be like, yeah, this was a whole setup for us to get this money. You don't tell me when I'm done, and him for just like, how did you would you like be interested in seeing that play out? Because that would have been interesting to me going into a next season.
Yeah, it would have been an interesting ending, but I'm gonna say a week ago, probably a week and a half ago, I was on another platform, the Spot Real Talk. Shout out to them. And I did call this right here was totally fake. This whole kidnap was totally fake. And maybe we talked about it too. Totally fake. The whole taking Rock out, I don't know if I would have wanted to see that ending. I mean, it would have been interesting, but
not like, taking her out per se, but just to know that Kanan would have the balls to set something like this up in motion just to get her money and, get at her. Like, I mean business. I'm not a kid. I'm an opponent. Like, I would have loved to see him step into that rather than kind of, what we left off with, which wasn't, crazy, but I was like, that would have been like that's a real like business grown man decision. Like, that takes real like finesse and planning, kind of getting him out of this childhood, like gray area that he's in. Like, I'm not a girl yet, woman stage. Like, we're leaving the boyhood and we stepping up into like Kanan, like boss stuff.
After what he did, I think it goes without saying he is now catching his first body. He's now out of that child stuff now. So once we got here, I'm done with Ronnie, man. It's all Ronnie. If anybody's Ronnie, they put me in the car. It's Ronnie, whatever Ronnie's paying you, I'll double it. Like, don't pull me so hard. Yo, you hurt me, man. You're not supposed to hurt me.
Ronnie's behind this.
Yeah.
Like, y'all gripping me too tight. Hold on. I said, make
Right,
it look
right.
real. Nigga, I ain't say
Come
throw
on,
me
make
in
it
the
look
back
real.
of the
Yeah.
head.
Man, you threw me down too hard. What's wrong with you, man? It hurts. Ronnie. Right.
From this moment, did you know that, okay, this is all fake? So you knew already that this was fake.
Yeah, I
Cool.
figured. I mean, based on the
Cool.
trailer too, but I knew it was fake.
Cool. How many of y'all in the chat? And don't lie, because y'all know y'all be trying. Y'all know it was fake.
Lying. They be capping.
I knew all
told you he was
along.
alive. I told you, y'all be cap. Some of y'all, not all of y'all, but some of y'all be capping. I knew he wasn't dead. We'll get to it.
Peace be on to you, my brother. We have, get your hand out of my pocket. Malcolm goes, I was like, once we got here to the Salaikum Salam situation, I was like, oh, our brother is out this season. This is it.
Yeah. Yes. I said that too. I said that in my West thing. I
like,
said, once the man sit down praying on his knees, you already know his time is up, yo. His time is up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
This was it. This is like Malcolm making peace with everything. Like,
I'm not always right. I'm not.
He he really thought like he was I just don't know what he thought was gonna come of him trying to trump the relationship. Like, Raquel don't like you. Raquel tolerates you as far as she could use you. She just let you in the house by default.
Why you put Malcolm X up there? Assalamu alaikum.
We was getting to the piece beyond to you, brother. He was finding his space.
Yeah,
I'm listening to eating peanuts, watching and listening to Vacay capping about always.
I'm not always right. I'm not always right, man.
I knew that. I knew that was coming. Like, no, y'all, seriously, a lot of the stuff, because we be looking so much into every little detail, I was like, you know what? This is fake. This is all Ronnie. This is all Juke. Go get my mama. I was like, okay, I understand exactly what's happening.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we getting our hand out of our pocket for one last time and making peace with everything we've done. Malcolm, you can't go back. But yeah, Malcolm, you tried it. Rock told you from jump what it was. Raquel has made it very clear all the way from back before they were even looking for Lulu. I'm not selling out my family for nothing. I'm not offering nobody up. I'm not letting nobody take the fall. Malcolm is continuing to push it all the way to the point I ain't got nothing enough to lose. I'm going to come here in broad daylight. Like, I just felt like she was telling him without telling him, like, it's every man for himself at this point. It's not going to be my family. Damn sure ain't going to be me. Who else is there left for it to be? And I can't, go in there and insinuate anything. The only thing I can do is take you out. It's like, are they on us or are they on you? Like, it felt like Malcolm wasn't reading the room.
Right. He wasn't reading the room. He wasn't seeing all the straps she was cleaning. I mean, just like you said, like, Malcolm, you just don't get it. Because you thought, we just going to get rid of Marv and I'm going to be fine. No, dog. Like, you are the common denominator here. You have to go, bro.
I don't even know if I could save myself at this point. All we could do is say, it's just like, oh, you expected somebody? No, this for I'm not expecting. Like, it's for you.
Yeah, exactly. You the one. You the one that gotta go. Either going to jail or we knocking you down. Either way. Yeah.
Cleaning the guns for you. I was like, Malcolm, come on. But yeah, he really thought like, I wish that we would have had some, not, I'm not gonna say sentimental moments, but at least a moment to give Malcolm an idea of, what, maybe we have the potential, like, because they keep running off at the mouth. He's talking, we family. Just be, child, you are a baby daddy, and not even that.
You are a sperm donor. That's it.
You're that, and you're an inside man at the department. Like, that's it. Right now, you're a liability. Yeah, they're trying to get to us through you. Why would I save you? Like,
exactly. Exactly. That's why she said, "Are they coming after us? Or are they coming after you?" That's why she said that. She's like, I know it's you, so you got to go, bro.
But I don't even think I can save myself. It's like, hush, Malcolm, just stop talking. Shout out to the 165 people here in this live. Keep showing us love. Oh, it went up. Shout out to the 175 people in this live. Keep on showing us love. Please like not only on my platform, but on Jay's as well. We are both accepting all love and all super chats. This is the finale. Let's make it a good one. Are you not entertained? What's good?
Are you not entertained?
Yeah. But yeah, he tried. I wanted to hug Rock when she popped it. Oh my God, Bree.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh, see, I'm a Miss Malcolm. You probably the onlyest one, JP. But is this the scene where Malcolm was like, I should have never messed with you? When he literally
Nah,
moved
that's not the same.
it's not that. But yeah, this is I love how he tries to exalt himself. Like she said, everybody wants to blame me. Like, yeah, if I would have never talked to you. This would have that was when they were pretty much they're still in the same scenario, just in the I guess the dining area.
Yeah.
Like you are exalting yourself of the role you play, me being 15, 16 years old, being under you as an informant, and you know, this is the whole statutory situation, Malcolm. Are we not forgetting that? Like, I love what Rock said about all of you always trying to put the blame on me and just wash your hands with everything that you've done in the role that you play. Yeah, everything I did was for you and for Kanan. It's so like you're saving yourself as well.
Yeah, that line was definitely a classic line. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you're trying to blame me and be the solution at the same time. Like it's my fault, but I'm supposed to be the solution at the same time. I thought that was just a classic line.
Yeah. It's you can't just put it all on me. Like you were saving yourself. That's why you were working so hard. Now, did my family this season do a whole lot? Absolutely, but you wouldn't be here if you weren't trying to save yourself. Instead, Lulu is sober and standing on business. Oh, I was so happy to see Lulu sober in this moment and not, slip up and solve all the murders in Queens.
Give up everybody and everything and who did what. Yeah.
How did you feel about them visiting Lulu in this sober living facility of all places? Like, leave me alone.
Right. Like, why you here? You know what I'm saying? I'm in rehab, dude. Really? Just because I'm related to the Thomases, you really trying to go in on me and try to get something? I'm not giving you nothing. You know that. So why are you here, bro? You know, he told him, like, I'm in therapy. You want to do these 12 steps with me? That was funny.
It was clean, though.
Yeah.
He had like, you're alcoholic. How can you feel like, yeah, I drink the cheap stuff. Any more questions? Like, I don't be trying to act like I don't got no money up in here. This gave me a little bleak hope. I'm like, hey, there's a bleak situation of maybe the Lulu that we know him to be return. Not, catching bodies, Lulu, but there's still some fire behind Lulu because he is really in his head and in a depressive state this whole episode. But yeah, it was.
No, he got his answers, yo. He got his resolution with Rock, and now he's sober. So now he has that monkey off his back. He has that weight off of his back. So now he could be clear and be back in operation. But yeah, he's not. I don't think he's gonna go back. And some people want him to redeem himself and become that hitter again. But we'll see what happens.
I don't think he could stomach it. We just hoping that, our boy makes it out with his life at this point. But this was a wake-up call for him. Like, I can even be all the way out here at this, rehab and, kind of washed up drunk at this moment. And y'all still confine me with the time and stuff. Like, I'm never going to outrun who my family is or, what I've done. And this was just also putting a stamp on, everything else. But as you can see, we are still fishing because we don't have nothing. Trying to connect Malcolm and, like, that has gotten so annoying. I'm so ready for them to go back to wherever they came from. Just leave. What y'all gonna do now?
To your point, again, that's another reason why Juke is leaving. So this is just a re-emphasis on I gotta get up out of here. So, Juke gotta go,
Yeah. Absolutely. But it was nice to see Lulu get a little swag back before because our boy been down in the dumps for a minute. Ooh. Let's go to war. Pop needs some peen because she stayed thirsty for any man with a pulse. Oh, hey, you sexy chocolate. You just chocolate. I just like, Pop. Girl, the thirst is forever real. I couldn't even really get, because I was like, oh, we here to have this parlay. Of course, we have a scene prior to this of Roxanne. What do I look like? I'm not going to go to war and jeopardize my own son's life. Go and have a parlay with Snap, Crackle, and Pop. We can't even get in the door good enough. Oh, Lord, look at you. I was like, oh my God, girl. I just don't feel like Snap's giving her none on the regular. They too busy arguing about they matching outfits and who's sleeping like what on what side of the bed. I need him to break her off some. How did you feel about this?
I mean, again, this was Marv trying to, go the whole diplomatic route. And yes, your girl is super thirsty, man. Like, he ain't giving her nothing. He's not giving her enough. He probably like, 2 seconds done. That's it. Pop, that's it. I popped. That's it. She ain't getting nothing at all. But hey, Snaps want every man to walk in that door. You right about that.
I need him. I need Wendell Pierce. I need Go Robin. I need House and Scottsdale to break her off some, please, because she can't be this thirsty every time she see a black man in a shirt. Like, well, I could understand. I could understand Marvin.
If you remember Waiting to Exhale, wasn't he like a 2-minute man waiting to exhale? So he probably a 2-minute man now. You snaps. You finishing the snap. That's why they call you snaps. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we need to stop letting Pops snap. Like, she could have had a V8. Just let her get some from somebody and just rock her world just one time. Because clearly, Michael. That's right, Bree.
There you go. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh Lord. But this is, this leans into my 8.5 because you can really see that Snaps is reveling in all of this. Like, he would love to get all of the money he can get out of Rock. He would love to see Rock deaded and just done. Oh, yeah. We did not get one motivation from Snaps, Crackle, and Pop or Ronnie. It was just because it's Raquel. Mm-hmm. That was it.
Yeah. Pretty much, like, they never liked her, man. It's evident that they never liked her. They never wanted her to be in the business.
Why?
They don't respect Rock. They don't respect her. And maybe because remember, Pop knows a lot. Yeah. Pop knows a whole lot. And I believe Pop knows that Howard is Kanan's father and that Rock was messing with the cops and all of this and that. You know what I mean?
Because here you go trying to put.
I'm just saying, Pop knows a lot. She knows a lot. So I think they don't like her because they know that she associated with cops, yo. You know what I mean? And she been the op. So
you see how you just tried to write a whole. Don't do them no favors.
I'm just saying.
Don't do that.
It's just a thought. It's just a thought. We're sharing thoughts here. That's what I think.
Jay trying to be a writer. He's trying to be a writer.
I'm not trying to be a writer.
He's trying to get a check, y'all.
Whatever. Why do y'all think Snaps and Pops don't like Rock?
They should have told us something. Like, I think we were, I don't know about y'all. I was waiting for like, that's what it's been this whole time. That's why they linked up, so quick with the likes of, stupid Urkel. Like, that's why they wanted to come at her so strong. That's why they, leaned in on Kanan so hard because of this, that, and the third. It was nothing this whole time.
So
right,
so you want that answer over here. You want that answer the same way you want a confirmation that butter is over. Like, some things they just not going to explain to us. They just
don't put it in my face, man.
Look at you. You just mad you ain't get the answer. You don't got the answers, Tyra. You ain't got the answers.
You know what I can say? Sway had the answers. You ain't got the answers,
you
Sway.
Ain't got the answers.
I wanted the answer, Sway. We deserve that. Fine.
Butter, we don't care about Butter. You don't got the answers.
They wanted us to care about Butter when we had to watch them broken promises every practice, every episode, and them do this 5 times.
You need to pass whatever you eating because I'm getting hungry too.
It was a Tic Tac. That's all that's on my desk. Look at
okay, Tic Tacs. Shit ain't gonna fill me up anyway. Need some food, Tyra. Pass the food.
Oh, you need some food, and Pop needs to get some. Everybody's gonna get something. Houston, we have way bigger problems. What is going on here? Okay, this was shocking to me. I didn't expect this. This was a surprise.
Yes, I agree.
This was a whole surprise.
Yeah.
First of all, we are still, I was like, oh, come on, Famous. Just tell the man on the phone, the little executive, he out of here right now, but you still got me. Can you still work with me? It's like, nah. Everybody freeze, get on the ground. I was like, whoa. What is happening here? What did they find? Famous ain't did nothing all season. He ain't caught, like, we far removed from them taking him in and him kind of getting out instantly. What could it possibly be?
They treating them same way, anybody would when it's like an attempted murder type of situation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're breaking the house. But
I want to know how we got here. Like, how do we end up here? Famous ain't did nothing. Who snitched on my boy? Who's lying? Who dropped the dime?
Yeah, we know.
You could not pay me enough to think that it was gonna be mommy. Really? Sean, hold it down and slap the F out of your mama. Why? I just wanted him to backhand her. And I don't condone violence. I do not condone putting your hands on your mother. But I wanted him to, like, you know how you just backhand, you know, when you was in a church and you was doing something you weren't supposed to do.
You just hit somebody on the...
And you know, not even that. You know, when your mom hit you with a look, she's just like, oh, I wouldn't. Okay, let me shut up. She needed a backhand. But what about what you said? You told me you had did some stuff that you couldn't live with, and you were suffering. You couldn't let it go. What about what you told me? You couldn't take it back, and you were scared. You were having nightmares. I was like,
bruh, she's the worst, man. Listen, like I said, if you found something in my closet, you should have just came to me. What is this? What is this? You had to go all the way down to the precinct and bring it and hand it in? Come on, bro. Like, you're not looking out for me. You gonna find
whatever happened to son? I found this in your room. Can you explain this? Why is this here? I don't want guns in my house. Like,
I got scared and I took it to the precinct. What? This right here was unbelievable writing to me. That part, unbelievable. Like, come on. Any black mother, Hispanic mother will first, like, get on their kids, like, why you got this in my house, right? Same way she did when she kicked them out the first time. You got these girls in the house and you smoking in my house. Get out, right? And go to the cops and go get the cops to get him out of the house, right? Yeah, man, she is the worst.
I just want to say, Famous was holding it down. Famous is, his lion is up there where Malcolm's not. Don't ever call Famous a punk again, because they had all incentive to break. Famous could have caved. You got them in there. You can get this, and we connecting this back to Freddie and da-da-da-da-da. I want to talk to my lawyer. I wasn't even there. That happened before. I was like, hell yeah, Famous, you better do it.
He did. He did. He held it down until
Famous
he didn't.
You know what? Stop.
You know why I keep doing that? Because they always do this to us. They've been doing it to us ever since he's been in the precinct, right? Yo, I wasn't at that scene, and then they cut the scene. We don't know what happened after that. And then we find out here, that's exactly what we said. We said it. I think both of us said it, that, yeah, he called for Howard to get him out of that pinch. That's how he got back to Kanan, right?
Yeah.
So we both said that. We both predicted that. But again, they keep cutting the scene. Like, what is Famous going to do? Now the feds are sitting there with him. We can protect you. We can say that it's self-defense. What do you want to do? And he said, give me my lawyer, right?
Give me my lawyer. I'm not breaking. Like, I feel like if he was going to break, we would have saw him do it already. Like, Famous not breaking, like Famous was standing. You know, Famous can be a little on the softer side. He not really about that life. He don't want no part of that life. But when it comes to this, me protecting myself, this isn't even about, you know, him, because they want to know about Malcolm in the time. Like, no, I have to protect myself. It's not like he didn't shoot Freddie. He convinced me enough in this scene. I was like, what? Did he shoot Freddie?
Right.
He was lying so well. I was like,
He was.
He didn't shoot him, right?
Was he there? He wasn't there, right?
That's how good the line was. But with Mommy over there, like, I was like, just shut up. I was mad at her. Get her out of here.
You know what? She's the hero. You know what's the hero? She's the hero. Because she took a strap off the... Shut the heck up, man.
No, you remember you told me, like, you were having nightmares and you had did some bad stuff. Like,
it's stuff you could not replace, you know. You could not replace it. You couldn't replace it, you said too. You told me. You told me that, huh?
Me off, like, girl, if it could have been, this could have went any other way. Like, the fact that it was your own mama.
Right.
Like, I don't know. I just don't believe that his mother would be this freaking, any mother would be this naive. Like,
Tyra, this is the ongoing thing. You know, the mothers are not good.
Rock was the only one we had. She was the only good mother we had.
She's the only good one.
She let her baby come back home. She was cooking enchiladas. She was feeding him. It was soya beans.
The tamales.
And, you know, all kind of tamales. It was good in the kitchen, you know. You like, you know, baby, you know, Lulu, you know, you sell your mixtape on the street by yourself, son. It was good. She was doing so good. We almost had a good mother, and she ruined it because she wanted to go turn in a gun to the police.
She's Puerto Rican. She's not Mexican. You sound Mexican. It's Puerto Rican, right?
Hey, leave me alone.
You better sound Mexican. He ain't Mexican.
Shout out to the 207 people here in this
Yo,
society
shout out to y'all.
showing
Yeah.
us love. This is the most people that we have had in a Raising Kanan
Appreciate
live,
y'all.
and we love y'all for it. Thank you,
Hit that
thank you,
like
thank you, thank you,
button.
thank you.
Hit that like button.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
appreciate you.
Please hit that like button. But yeah, like this was crazy.
Let me tell you something.
And let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell you something.
You're
What
terrible.
do you think? What do you think Famous is gonna do right now?
Man, so I mean, you got Baptista and Tanner in there, okay? This is they're tough cops, okay, and feds, right? Okay, they're pretty tough. They're pretty heavy on the hand when we can protect you. You know, just tell us what happened. I don't know. I'm still on the edge to say that in season 4, possibly something's gonna get back to Kanan or the Thomas family or whoever that your boy said something to connect something to the Thomas family. Somehow, some way, we got to figure out how Famous is going to go because Famous has to go. Famous has to be taken out. Now, he's not going to be taken out in season 3, obviously, but season 4, he's going to do something that he's going to be taken out. So, I don't know.
You think Famous just did all of this, steady going to try to, how's Lulu? I can't saying about the family, caring about Raquel and her shooting, going to see about his friend Kanan to just throw all that out the window and sell him out. And you really think selling them out or whoever out at this moment is gonna save Famous right now with
Listen,
his print?
if he doesn't comply, hear me out, family, hear me out. If he doesn't comply with Tanner, with Baptiste on this unalivement of Freddie, they could pin it on him. They already said that the rounds trace back to the strap that the mother handed in. We know they already know that he took out Freddie.
I don't.
If he don't comply, they gonna pin it on him, and if they pin it on him, he may break.
He gonna do some. I feel like if they try to, he might. That would make it. Something has to connect for Kanan to name the baby Sean. Like I think if he like smited him or did some sucker stuff, I don't think he would name the baby. I don't think he would name his son Sean. He'd be like, you know what? Hey, Sean, Famous was a real one. He took that biscuit, did that bid in my Raekwon voice. I did that biscuit, He took the biscuit and went, I felt like it has to be something real for him. So you know what? I'm gonna name my son after Sean.
So maybe it's going with that theory, because we're talking a little theory, right? Let's say he didn't break and they put him in jail. And then he gets unalived in jail. And then he says, you know what, that was my boy. He tried to look out for me.
I would have died so bad.
Right. I'm just saying, he has to go. He has to go. So let's say he didn't break. He did do some prison time. His whole music career is down the drain. It's not happening. Right. And then they unalive him in jail because Freddie's people, remember, Freddie got peoples. Right. Let's say Freddie's people in jail. We're just doing a theory in right now. That's what we're talking about, fam. Follow along. Let's say he's in jail and they take him out. Look at you. You got noises. I got noises too. I got buttons. You got just a little TikTok.
How you smack some Newports? Like, all right.
I ain't what you saying, nigga. Man. You gotta let it hang like that. I ain't what are you talking about, man? Huh? What's wrong? Tyra? Tyra, what are you talking about? Huh? What are you talking about? Huh? I'm saying, Pippin? Come on, Pippin. Come on. All right, so that listen, it's just a theory, but what do you think? What do you think? He gets unalived in jail, and then Kanan's like, that was my man. I'm gonna name my son Sean. What you think?
Oh, it could, but I don't know, because I'm still like, he could get caught, he could get some time, but they're 16, he may, this could go. He's a minor, we could see what could happen, but I just feel like Famous is going to go out another way. I don't think he's going to be in jail, but it could happen though. It could. Let's move on from you told me you had some stuff.
We love you,
you had this some stuff and you couldn't take it back. Shut up. Oh, she made me. I just want him to hit her. Let's move on. We don't want you to hit your mother. Just please, girl, shut up. Stop talking.
Thank you, Breeze. Yeah, I mean, hey, that was the bad move. Breeze
is cool. You can agree with Jay or whatever.
Thank you, Breeze.
You
Chocolate
can
thing
agree
shit.
with Jay. You got, y'all. You can agree with and Brown. It's cool.
Let me tell you
But
something. Huh? What are you talking? Huh? What you gonna say? Huh?
who you think you kidnapped? Chelsea Clinton? 500K for Kanan? Oh,
Why
y'all
you got
ain't
Jackie
who
Chan?
you think you kidnapped? Chelsea Clinton? You want 500K for Kanan? Yeah,
Why you got Jackie Chan on at the bottom? Right? What's up with that?
because I couldn't find Chris.
It's ludicrous.
It's ludicrous. Oh, we have this
uh,
sit down, and Malcolm just has to be. No, I'm going. I'm going to be there when we get our son back. I'm going to be there. All right, Malcolm. We have this whole situation here, and Snaps is just reveling in it. Yeah, he want 5. Like, yeah, this is all I've been waiting on. He wanted so bad to get at Rock, and then we got her right where we want her. Not only we gonna get a new connect, we finna get all her money, and we just wanna bury her. I would have loved to know why we wanted to do this, but once again, we got no motivations. But yeah, how did you feel about this whole sit down and Ronnie wanting 500K?
I didn't believe it was 500K. Like the way Snaps was sitting there and rubbing his hands, I feel like he made up that number. That's what I feel like. You know what I mean? I don't think it was like Kanan, like, yeah, I say $500,000. I think it was Snaps that was like, yo, let's make it a 505. Give me 5. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just made the number up. I don't think that was planned out that way. You know what I'm saying? As far as the number. But yeah, this was a scheme. This was definitely the scheme. You know?
Hey yo, man, I don't know what you mean. What you talking about, man? Why'd you leave the super chat to call me Spanglish? It's not Spanglish, man.
What's up, man? Man. Why you talking like that, man? Huh?
What you mean, man?
Dane, what's wrong with you, man? Huh?
Come to my house. I give you food. You send me this giant
we
super
just
chat,
trying to have
man.
a good time, man.
This is what you're doing. We having fun.
We having fun.
Snap crackles and pops and 500K, and you leave this, man. Get this out of here. Get this out of here.
I'm just pressing all buttons. This pressing all crazy. You got that accent down, yo. Man. Come on, man. Come on, give me that accent again, man. Come on.
But yeah, so you think it was Snaps who wanted the 500K and just said that?
Yeah.
Ronnie.
Yeah, I think he just made that number up. That's how it looked, man. It was just like 500. Give me 5. Yeah. So.
Yeah, when he said 5, I was like, oh, y'all want 50K? That makes more sense.
Like, you want $50? Like, what?
You want 50K? Because 500K, absolutely not. But we have to get this 500K, so we have to get our son. But Raquel was looking like this is all you. Like you're enjoying this, aren't you? It's like, yeah, you know what? But before we can, get to that whole 500K, we had to get here because this was very, very important. I was like, really? If you come, you won't be returning. Fine. It's been too many hands in my pockets anyway. I'm ready to go.
Oh my
God. She was trying to, I mean, you ain't gotta I'm gonna be there. Like, I was from this point, I was like, Malcolm, she's going to take you out. She's going.
You keep tagging along with us, yeah. Eventually, yeah. You're right. She was trying to let him off. She's trying to let him off. Like, yo, you don't need to be here.
But, you don't gotta come. You don't gotta be here. You don't gotta. No, I'm coming. I'm trying to be here with our son. We're family. I was like,
you the father of our baby. I'm trying to save you, kid. Like, you don't need to be involved.
As if that ever meant anything to her.
Nothing at all, man.
Absolutely nothing. But Malcolm insists that he tags along. Yeah. But, we have to go somewhere to get the money. We don't have that kind of money in our pockets. So we have to roll up on Tony Danza.
Yeah.
Did you feel like he was going to say no? Because I thought at first he might be like, hey, Tootsie, I don't, but he gave it to her. How did you feel about him giving it to her? And what do you think, like, the interest is going to be? Because it sounds like I'm giving this to you, but I expect some interest on it.
Well, first off, your man came downstairs with the blue silk, robe and the kerchief, and he's like, oh, I thought you was by yourself. You know, that's what I was thinking. He's like, I thought you was by yourself. It's kind of late. You know, usually when ladies hit me up late like this, you know, it's time for a nightcap. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like, hey, I got a crush on you. He basically told her I got a crush on you. But your boy coming up with the money, yo, there's going to be mad tax on that money. Mad tax on the money. Even if she gives it back, like he's going to want more. He's going to want more. He may want to get some. You know what I'm saying? We may see a Stefano and Roxy. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But he's going to tax it.
Well, you know, exactly. She ain't even let that happen.
Exactly.
Look at
it right there. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that ain't happening. You saw what happened to that last man who tried to push up on her in that apartment building when she was taking over the Carter season 2. Well, that didn't go well. He ended up in the wall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He ended up in the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Mr. Barker, no, we ain't selling no weight. And we're not talking about Stefano coming up off of 500K. We were discussing them asking for the 500K. Rock does not have 500K. Nobody in here has 500K except for the Dawn. Thank you. But we'll leave that. Let's see. Definitely going to ask specific.
Right, exactly.
We might, you know, once we leave the 5, like once we get anywhere over 500, so we really $1 million for Kanan.
Listen, this is either extra 250 or you give me some of that brown chocolate Tootsie Roll. You know what I'm saying? I need some of the brown chocolate, child. I got a crush on you. I told you with your brother around. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's go upstairs with him. You know, take off my robe. Huh?
No.
Come
and
on.
you know, Tony looked good for his age, but no, we were not. We're not doing that. Raquel would know.
Tyra, you're telling me you're not going to give up the boots? If I say you can save $250,000, you don't have to give it back.
Well, we're not talking about me. We're talking about Raquel. I would definitely give up the boots. Not the boots. You can slap the boots, throw them on the ground if you wanted to. I'm not talking about me. We're talking about Raquel.
Go, Tyra. She's giving up the boots to Tony Danza. All right.
Hey. We giving up the boots for less. You know what I mean?
You giving up the boots for less?
We're giving up the boots for less. You know what I mean?
Damn. Oh, damn.
We're talking about Raquel here. She is not going to give up nothing to subsidize that 500K to Tony. That's not happening. We'll see what happens with that next season, but that's not going to happen. Also, why none of these drug dealers got money?
I know, right?
We had to regroup this season. A whole lot of, you know, she was just getting her little toe wet in the little game.
Right. She just got the Chinese trucks going. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, we got to get more special sauce going.
Say it isn't so. Hey. Well, we not going to act like ain't nobody ever gave up no boots every time. Hey, you mean to tell me every single person you gave your boots to, they was deserving of the boots? Stop lying. Let's get out of here.
My cigarette.
Alive.
Get out of here. Why are you capping, man? Stop capping,
put the cigarette there. Please. Come on, man. Blow smoke in the face, because they cap.
Stop capping, man. Stop it, man. Come on, man. What are you talking about, man?
Oh, man. Let's see. Trey, look. I want to be somebody. You going to the army or not, Juke? We had, you know, a Boys in the Hood moment with Juke. We had to, because we had her walking with Kanan. Yeah. We going to the army. It was like, you know, a black man ain't got no place in no white man's army. It was very, very Boys in the Hood when, you know, before Kanan got snatched up. Then we have this little commercial here about being all you can be. It was really giving Ricky. She want to be somebody. Do you think Juke is going to go to the army?
Yeah, she going. She out of here. She got to go. She going to become a. Well, you remember what she said when she was talking to Kanan on the block. She said they don't put women on the front line anyway, so she knows she ain't going on the front line. You know what I mean? So she probably going to become, like, my prediction is she's going to become, you know, what they call the MP, military police. She's going to become that. And then when she gets out, then she's going to become regular police and then change the name to Garner. So that's where it's going. You know what I'm saying, man?
Yeah. As long as we don't have her standing in the alleyway scratching a lottery ticket. I'm good with that. I'm just, you know, that's a cliffhanger here. Will she or will she not go? I believe that Juke is going to go also. So we're here on that. We're here on that. Juke, baby. Juke, baby, you passed the test.
And then we're going to have a time jump, too. We're going to have a time jump.
Oh, we most definitely have to have a time jump. Yeah. I don't think it would make sense for us not to.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she going to pass the test. You know, passed them SATs, and she could have went on, but she
Yo,
she got to go. She got to get away from these people.
my feet good. My feet is good. We good. All right, let's go.
Now my feet
My
is
feet
good. We good to go. She's definitely gonna go now that butter is no more. But
Damn.
leaving this and us solidifying the upper room.
Phew. I'm glad you.
Jesus.
I'm
Yeah,
glad
yeah.
you showed that. Oh my god.
Oh, we got another slide after this, but it's discreet.
Viewer discretion is advised.
We have, a lot of therapy with Lulu here, and Lulu is just, it seems like Lulu isn't really accepting of who he is, and he doesn't like, who he sees. All of these demons, everybody is just at him on his shoulders, and it starts with him forgiving himself and maybe trying to move past this and continue on with his life. And at this point, it just seems like he is in acceptance and doesn't want to anymore. How did you feel about Lulu giving up, or wanting so badly to give up this episode?
This was a foreshadowing.
Oh, well, they did that with his eyes being closed first.
Yeah,
scene.
exactly. It was a foreshadowing. It was like, yeah, I think I'm in a good place. I'm in a zen place. Whatever. Yeah, he was ready to go. He was done. Yeah, exactly.
Don't lose, my man is on 1%, okay? He's not running with a full charge. He been on, he was drinking, he was on 30%. We at 1 now. We at 1. The battery is dying.
It's time. He was ready. He was like, all right, I'm good now. I mean, I got my apology from Rock.
Yeah.
What am I here for? I'm just being me. I know who I am, and I ain't Jack, so might as well take myself out. Let's go. I'm out of here.
This is just crazy. I hated what they did with Lulu's character this season. I felt like they were putting a whole lot on it with the drunken behavior, but it is really plausible for us to see a different side of the drug game, and everybody not just go out being really okay with everything that they've done. And you are tortured, you are tormented. It is hard to live with those things, and you could be on top of the world in one moment, and then you could be here. Where do we go from here, Jay? Because of course we have an attempt situation, but we don't follow through with anything, thankfully. And Lulu just kind of breaks down to just see where he mentally is now.
Viewer discretion is advised. Listen, when I first saw this, I can't even joke about this. Like, I honestly was like, no, bro, no. I was screaming at the TV. Don't do it, bro. This is crazy. Like, when I saw it, not that I've been in that situation, but I know some people have, you know what I'm saying? So it was definitely a triggering situation to watch. I didn't really want to watch it. I'm glad that he looked at himself and found a reason to live and just so it was definitely deep, intense, emotional, all the above. Everything that you can, every adjective, everything that you can explain. Like it was crazy. It was crazy. But yes.
What do you think his life will look like after this? Like how is he gonna end up?
It could go many different ways, right? It could go into a therapeutic situation where he's, teaching people and talking to people and giving speeches and trying to encourage people to live again and to explain, hey, I went through it. I'm over it now. I'm over this hump. You can get over this hump too. So he can go into counseling. He can go in many different directions. But yeah, this was intense. That's the word. Very intense.
Really was. I was thinking that also, like, he'll be more on the motivational end of things, just to tell people like, I've been where you are, and maybe kind of be that voice of reason with the family, and the family will all still be, moving and doing what they're doing, and he'll kind of be on the outside looking in, like, y'all, there's a better way. And maybe just kind of be the voice of reason moving forward, but not the more so broken Lulu that we see here. But clearly from here he's going to have to do a whole lot of work on himself, forgiving himself, or just trying to move on at all. If at all, we could either go the motivational route, or he could just sink even deeper than he already has, which is, I really don't want to see that for Lulu. So
I don't know. I think he's done the work. He's doing the work. He's gotten this closure, which was the main thing, which was Rock, right?
Yeah.
So he can go in that direction that we talked about as far as motivation, but he can possibly, I would love if he goes into the music. Because that's his passion. That's his safe place. Yeah, that's his happy place. Yeah.
I hope so, because I don't want another Franklin Saint ending.
Yeah.
I don't want the Franklin Saint special for Kevin of all people. Y'all would do it to Kevin with
for Kevin.
But yeah, I'm so glad that Lulu did not follow through, and because we read the little stuff that's when the episode was coming on. I saw S word. I was like, oh God, like come on now. Well, who is it? We already knew where it was going. So I think we all were a little guarded with this episode. But leaving here and Lulu choosing not to follow through, we finally getting dealt with.
Yeah. Let's go.
We're here, y'all. We are here. We are here.
Yeah.
How did you think this was gonna go? And I don't know why them dudes acting like, yeah, y'all know y'all wanted to pat down Raquel. Don't be frightened. But yeah. It's like, yeah, y'all want to pat down this Versace. But yeah, Ronnie is really, really smelling and feeling himself. And we get in here to realize that we not only get dealt with and getting this money, but it was Kanan all along. This has been an aha. What is that, Velvet? Aha. This has been an aha moment this whole time. And he and Kanan were canoodling and set this up to get Rock's money.
Right.
Did you think that this was real?
I gotta do it. Like, I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I called it. I did call it. But here's what I didn't call. Let me say. Okay. Let me be fair. I did not call or didn't predict that this was Kanan's plan. Okay. I didn't call it. I didn't call that. I knew that somehow, some way that Kanan was going to take out Ronnie. I didn't know it was going to be like him looking at the bag and everything, and then Kanan comes from behind. I thought it was going to be like Rock. You've been doing this right. You've been doing this all along to us, and he points to Rock with the strap, and then Kanan comes from behind and pops him. You know what I mean? That's what I thought was going to happen, and I didn't even know Malcolm was there. So just to let you know, I'm not always right, but I got the whole, Kanan taking him out. That's it.
Yeah. I think we all, knew that this was coming, and Kanan would, switch sides the last minute. But when it was like, well, no, we got the money, ain't there? I was like, this would have been like really, really interesting instead of us kind of getting what we predicted.
Yeah.
But this was good. Like, and I just really want to know what would have happened if he didn't try to take out Raquel. Like, this would have been a whole different type of show, moving into season 4. But now it's just like, okay, that's it. I wasn't gonna let anybody, we whatever, but you still my mother. He's gone, and you coming with us. Like, do you think that the other alternative situation would have been any better than this? Because we could have, then that means we would have had to wait until the next season with Ronnie Child. Oh God.
Right. No, you first of all, I think they were watching us, Tyra, and I think they heard you when you said, I don't want to see Ronnie in the next season. So I think Sasha Penn and his crew said, all right, listen, Tyra said we can't have Ronnie in the next season. We got to get rid of him. So, I mean, this was, to me, I love this ending. I'm going to be real with y'all. I love it. I love the show, and I love the ending. And I know you didn't get to the next one yet, but that double whammy right there, that bang, bang, that double, the double hit was like confirmation. Like, yo, I'm with you, Ma, and you with me. We with each other on this,
Ronnie down for the count. We're down for the count for the 1, 2, 3, 4. He down, he dead.
Yep. He gone. Party time. Go ahead, party it up. I'll give it to y'all. Yeah, I'll give it to y'all. Party. Where's the Marcus at? Marcus, where you at, bro? Where you go? I know that was your man.
Hey, he dead.
Party
He dead.
Oh, my bad. Wrong button. I ain't mean to ring in your parade.
He is dead. Like, I knew he was about to die, but I was just, I was satisfied. Like, oh, we don't have to deal with him going into the next season because he was just such a poorly executed character. Ronnie, you came, you went, you served your purpose. Get out of here. Happy to see him go.
So here's the thing that I want to point out, though, because now that you got what you wanted, Tyra. So congratulations to you. You called it, and I'm happy for you. happy for you. I think we all called it, but I'm more happy for you because you really. We got to give it up to Tyra because she was going through it this season, boy, man. After Unique was gone and she was like, I don't want to see Ronnie's face on any freaking screen ever again. Like, we got to give it to her because she pulled through this thing and now she's on the happier side. So I'm just happy that she's on the happier side, fam.
It was hard. I like to thank the little people.
But they totally dropped the Michael Myers thing, which I was kind of like, okay. You know, they kind of made him more human. After him getting a little kiss from Juliana, they made him a little bit more like.
So why you gotta bring that up? They completely dropped that. I thought, above all else, when he did actually come at Raquel, it was going to be him, and he was going to be coming at her like he, came at everybody else. Right. They dropped that Michael Myers theme like as soon as he hit up. What is his name? What is old dude in the bingo hall?
Who's that? Oh, Dean.
Yeah, as soon as he took out Dean, the Michael Myers themes was just dropped all around, and he wasn't as menacing because he was, being a henchman for Kanan. Like it didn't do enough for us to like, oh, we can't wait to see what happens to him or happens with Ronnie in the next season. It's just it didn't do what it needed to do. But as far as what I predicted, because I predicted some stuff too.
Yeah, go ahead. Hey, wait. Let me press the button for you.
I absolutely predicted for us to get, a little bang for the buck. We needed to take out Malcolm. Where else were we going to go with him?
Yes.
Oh, we killed two birds with one stone, literally.
We did. We definitely did.
I think we all kind of felt it coming in the episode with him trying to attach himself and tag along and all that good stuff. Of course, nobody was expecting it. Not even Marvin. Definitely not Kaden. Definitely not. Man, like, oh, look at her pulling the gun on me. Your mama always playing. Oh, Lord, she about to shoot.
Yeah. He's like, you see this? See what your mama doing? She play too much, man. She always playing. What? I was like, oh, yo, I really did. I knew he was going to either, like I said, I knew he was going to either get popped or get sent to jail. I didn't know Rock was going to do it. That was the big surprise. I did not know she's going to do it. I mean, I had a feeling, she's going to do something. Marv ain't going up. So somehow, some way, I didn't know she was going to do it, though. That's the part.
I knew she was. It ain't nobody else. It was nobody else to do it.
Yeah.
Nobody else. Everybody else is dead.
Kanan wasn't going to do it. Right.
They don't have any henchmen. Kanan's been on the other side. Lulu is, resting right now, getting himself together. Marvin is, the only person in her corner. So if it was going to be anybody at any moment, this was the time to do it. I guess how the police roll up, like, oh, he was in cahoots the whole time, and maybe try to wrap this all up in a little bow. But does killing Malcolm really solve the problem? What is going to happen after this?
Yo, I got a little funny, right? So Kanan taking out Ronnie, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Rock was like, oh, you think you bad? You know how people be competing like the game. Oh, you think you got it? You think you got your first body? You think that was good? Let me show you how to really take out somebody. Pow! And take out Malcolm. I felt like it was like a little game competition. You know what I mean? Like, oh, let me show you how to really take out somebody important.
Not even that, but as far as for us, like, it's kind of them kind of meeting each other where they are. Like, regardless of how much hate you have for me, I'm still your mother, and we're low key one and the same. You learn from me. Absolutely. I'm willing to take out somebody to, protect my family. Be it you, Ronnie, my mother. Yeah. I'm willing to take out somebody to protect you, and he doesn't know it, and Marvin doesn't know either. I'm taking out someone to what I believe will protect all of us. Like, we, pretty much in here doing the exact same thing. But how is this going to be wrapped up in a bow? Because it's not like Malcolm was a random person.
Yeah, see, that's what I was about to say. Like, did she solve this thing? Did she take this thing and like, oh, they're not going to bother us anymore? I think this is going to apply way more pressure now. I think that somehow, some way, they're going to connect this back to the family, and they're going to get on them now. They gotta do a lot more investigate. Tanner is going to be so pissed off because Malcolm was his number one suspect. He was like, oh, so close. So I think he's going to go even harder on them for real.
Like, does this not like put a really thick target on you that wasn't even there? Put more eyes on you. The fact that as soon as we felt like we were getting close and we started putting a lean on Malcolm, all of a sudden he's dead. Like, the only lead that we thought we had to anybody in your family is dead. now you're gonna be on their radar constantly. So like, how are we
Right.
supposed to do business now?
And
How this supposed to
again, you know, they've been watching Marv, right? So if we go back to the funeral home, you heard what they said. Yo, you ain't out the water yet, kid. So they still watching Marv. Who is to say they wasn't watching Marv when he was on the roof watching Rock and Howard go inside? Who's to say the FBI wasn't even around at that point because they've been tailing Marvin? So now they can easily pin it on Marv now. You know what I mean?
I wish they would. I wish they would. Like, I feel like what's going to happen, along with them kind of putting a closer eye on the family, and it's going to really disrupt however they do business. I think it's going to be like, you don't miss a good thing until it's gone. Rock has never appreciated anything that Omar Epps has done. We're going to call him Omar Epps. He did.
You know why, right? You know why.
What's going on?
You know
why? What happened?
Right? Because it's the scene that you want to see. You know how you want the answers.
Oh, you know,
Tyra, you want the answers.
I want the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway. I want the throwback of a 16-year-old. I want that whole scenario.
Yes,
I want to see that snake in action. But like, even with that, because that's always going to be there, and he's grimy and questionable for that behavior.
Yep.
He has done a whole lot to say. She turns to him a lot.
Yeah.
He saves them a lot. He covers up a lot. He's, you know, the insider to know, hey, look out for this. Oh, they're on this. They know this, but they don't know that. What are you going to do now that you don't have your inside person?
Yeah, exactly. That's the big question. That's a good question. It's a big question. Maybe she got somebody else. Sorry to that man. Why you saying sorry to that man?
Sorry.
Sorry, no sorry. Jay is
true. I thought it was gonna be like Rock, like please, like I thought he was gonna, it's like
she's like, you see this?
How dare y'all make those Malcolm last words? You see
that? That was it. Your mom played too much.
She always playing. Like, girl, put that gun away. Like what? Thank you so much, Jay, for the super.
Thank you. Oh, wait, hold on. That's for you. That's funny.
Oh Lord. Fatima said her love interest about to be a new cop.
You know what I mean?
I don't know what's gonna happen here with the family moving forward, because if there weren't enough eyes on you before, they're definitely here now. You guys are the first suspects, like, period. Y'all barely just started conducting business. We gonna see. We're gonna see what happens.
You know what though? Okay, here we go. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking because Malcolm, basically at this point, there was no use for him anyway, right? He had to go. You're not taking him off. He had to go. I think her number one insider or connect to the insider is Stefano. You see how Stefano, they brought him in and then they couldn't do nothing to him and he got out, he got his lawyers. I think because she's tied to the mob now, I think that is going to be the ultimate. And we know that the mob has paid people off in the police department. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's maybe where she's going, you know?
Okay. Last question. Are you going to miss Malcolm's character?
Me? Personally?
Yeah. Yes, you. Oh, me? Hell no.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I was thinking about that theory. No, I'm not gonna miss Malcolm at all. To be honest with you, like, shout out to Omar Epps. He did his thing, but he was became annoying when the pressure was on. He became annoying when it wasn't on. He was doing his thing, being slimy and grimy and making sure the family was good. But once the pressure was on and all this and that, and you made a stupid move. I still say it's a stupid move when he tried to get promoted in the middle of an investigation. That was the stupidest move to me.
The stupidest move was them suits. That's what brought him down. It was the stupidest thing.
But he didn't know. I mean, he had to know. Like, you've been in this police thing for a very long time. You got to know they're going to do another background check on you. It's been years. So that was the dumbest move. I said it before. Like, he put another target on his back. So, I'm not going to be sad that he's gone.
But wait, there's more.
Wait. Are you going to feel sorry that he's gone?
I'm looking forward to seeing what it's gonna be like now that because he's in, regardless if Raquel likes him or not or whatever their before relationship was, he's the intricate part to how they're able to move the way that they move and be unscathed and interrupting and interjecting. If she's not gonna have that anymore and she's kind of out here on her own, whether Stefano has a little insight or not, it's gonna be really different. And I feel like she's gonna have moments like, well, we could just call Malcolm, like, oh yeah, we can't call Malcolm. Just so much Detective Howard.
You making that point was the same point I made when you was like, is Kanan gonna feel bad that he kicked out Famous? And I was like, nah. He was just like, damn, Famous ain't here to answer the door no more. So that's gonna be the same situation. Oh, I need to call Malcolm. Oh, damn, I took him out. Dang, I can't call him. Yeah.
But of course, there is more. Shout out to all you people who were here for my unique intro, because unique is rather unique. We get here, and from the moment that we arrived at the little exchange spot, it felt like, I always feel like somebody's watching me. It felt like somebody was watching us. It felt like we were getting some POV from somebody else. Then it was dressed in all black like the Omen. How your friends singing, this is for my homies. Do you know me? It was good. I knew where we were going. Once we got that first POV shot, I was like, oh, that's unique. It ain't nobody else. I never for one moment questioned who it was, because nobody else would be here or feel the need to follow and see, what's what. I knew it was unique. So when it was solidified and we saw the black Timbs, I was here for it. Did you scream? Did you go, oh Lord, it's unique?
Well, first off, shout out to my guy, Pete Rock, the producer of Down with the Kings, Run DMC, rest in peace to Jam Master Jay. When that came on and we saw the Timbs, we saw it scroll up, like we knew it. We knew it was all black, right? Because we seen the press pic, we seen the leak pic. But yes, I was like, I got hype. I really did get hype. I was like, yo, I was hype. I was like, my man Ubiquitous is back, son. What? The king is back. I was hype. I was definitely hype. Absolutely.
I was so
wow.
I screamed, Jay. I was like,
look at Monique 69 Ways. Look at, oh my God. You don't got to post it up. Just...
Michael Douglas used to make me moist. Okay, we got it. My Douglas, she got her Sherman. I always like Mike Douglas. Relations. Sherman gonna have relations. Monique wanted to have relations because you needed that. I absolutely screamed. I screamed. I was so freaking excited and so freaking hyped to see, because I think all of us was still like, we ain't seen nobody. If he was dead, I've been waiting every single episode, like, when y'all gonna wrap it up, when somebody gonna discover his body. If y'all do not show Unique's body deaded or his service, he is still out there, and they didn't, and they saved it to the very last end. And we get here. Now, when they zoomed in on my baby's face, I mean, it would be an unconventional situation. This is already unconventional either way, and we're gonna talk about that. But it would be unnatural for Unique to still show up looking like Unique after the brutal beating that he took.
That's right.
But did y'all have to make my baby look like Frankenstein's monster? Y'all had to make him look like Frankenstein in the face? Y'all had to make one of his eyes lower than the other one. Give him this big. He looked like he's been stapled together with super glue and pins. Like, oh. Y'all have to bring him back and try to make him unattractive. I mean, all right, whatever, it's cool. I guess if you gotta go through all of this to be breeze, I can y'all had to make my baby look like Frankenstein. We had to do this.
Listen, remember you asked me, right? Because we was both talking about it in episode 5. You said, I was like, nah, he's still alive, yo. You know what I'm saying? He tough, right? You remember that? And you was like, after that, remember the pipe, yo, to the head? I was like, even after that, yo.
Yeah.
Well, it's only been what? How long do you think since episode 5 to episode thing? How long do you think that was? Time.
I have no clue. They do so terrible with time here.
Yeah. But if you can guess, how long do you think it's been? A month? Do you think it's been 2 months? Because remember, he was gone for 2 weeks when they said that.
I'll say at least 2 months with the way that with the healing of these scars. Now, Unique is alive, and I'm not even going to front like I wasn't excited and hyped to see him, but did this show jump the shark? I told y'all from jump, if they did this, I was going to be pissed off. And I'm happy and pissed off at the same time. This is terrible. This is terrible writing. Why? This was such a cop out for the show. This was the laziest thing they could have possibly done with this show. Why? Y'all couldn't do nothing else?
Yo, shout out to People Magazine. That's the source of where that article came from. When they was like, oh, how did you feel when you knew that you was being written out of the script? And then he was like calling them and trying to call the writer and like, yo, can we change this around? They put that whole thing out. It was a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
For this moment right here.
This was lazy, Jay. Like, this is such a lazy way to get a rise out of the audience, people who love the show, people who, you know, are fans of Unique, like, just to get an uproar, like, oh, all right, everybody was just, like, on all social media platforms, that's our favorite character, oh, no, to just, like, bring him back. I feel like this was, like, some low-key sucker stuff. Like, I feel like this was poor writing, in my opinion. Like,
yeah, no, I hear you. I hear what you're saying. I mean, we was all hype, but now that we think about it, bro, like it could have been done another way. How would you have done it? If you were to do this, I guess you wouldn't allow him to die, huh? Like, how would you do it?
If we were going to make it oh my God, is he or isn't he? I would have had that whole situation with him and Ronnie episode, like maybe like episode 8 at least. Like, you let us linger and sit in, because then it would have made sense of, you know, hey, anybody seen Unique? Like, we haven't seen, like, the whole like search for him, like the time span would have made sense, or just something, and we could have maybe not had him roll up here, but just have something like, oh my God, Unique is still alive. We didn't know for a second. With the time span that he was gone, Ronnie rolling up on Pranessa from the, what was it, episode 4 or 5, he actually rolled him into the ditch. You let us sit here for multiple episodes and just, you know, thinking that, and then it was just that. But to go into, you know, the real world and press and the magazines, like you said, and, you know, how do you feel about your character? We didn't already mourned you, homie. We buried you a G 5 episodes ago.
Based on that whole article, I was like, all right, I did a whole video. Shout out to everybody that watched. I had like 9,000 views. Everybody was like, yeah, RIP. And now he back. So I got to do another video. But it's
the article.
I get what you're saying.
Joey badass on his own, you know, I like to thank everybody, you know, kind of like saying his little goodbyes with the character on his social media, like, you know, it's been real, y'all, like, RIP. Like, they really, like, I don't want no other, like, you other shows out there don't get no ideas. Don't make this a thing.
But this has been done. You know, it's been done before. It has been done before. Where somebody, we thought they was gone and then they come back. It's been done a million times. And if you watch a lot of shows back in TV shows, you know what I mean? Like,
I remember back in the day with Dallas and JR and all of those things.
JR. Yeah, exactly.
But to this extent, you know, once you get like, oh, it's in the magazines, oh, the character, like,
it was a great publicity stunt, to be honest with you. Like, honestly, I hear you with the writing, but this was a great publicity stunt, yo. Like, we always convinced like he was gone. I was getting on you talking about him upstairs and Pranessa with all of that. Yeah.
Thank you, James, for the $2 super chat. Hold up, Tyra. Didn't you say this? I did, and I'm still sticking to that. I'm happy to see him back, even though it's giving Frankenstein and he might have a limp move for it. I'm happy to see my man's back. I'm happy to see him back and still standing. Who's to say this isn't, you know, once again, thank you for the super chat. Let me get down to this. Unique look good and still can get it in the dark. We don't know if this is his definitive face, okay? We don't know.
Notice the last line, in the dark. She don't want to see.
I want to see
Frankenstein.
We get it in the dark. Where do we, with this writing and this, we happy to see him back, where do we go with Unique's character now? Because he can't be smart. It's not like he coming back on some, oh no, not my brother Ronnie. No, you trying to take me out. Good for you. If Rock didn't do it, I was probably, you know, going to do it also. If Kanan didn't do it. Right. He can't really have any like plex towards, you know, Rock for like, oh, she took my spot. Like, I was going to have this thing with Stefiano, and he can't, because like, that's business. You know, he's going to respect that. What role is he going to play moving forward in the show?
Well, you know, I've been saying this for a couple of days. If they bring him back, they're not bringing him back for nothing. Okay, this is not the whole big, oh, he's back just so he can be gone again. But because everybody thinks he's gone, he can move through the shadows.
Yeah.
As my man right there, Nelly Max said, he definitely moved through the shadows. Be like a breeze. He could definitely move around. Nobody's looking. Listen, nobody's checking for him, right? No, everybody thinks he's gone. Now, I want to know how the connection, and again, I may be speeding up a little bit because they said they're going to do it, may do a time jump. I want to know how this whole introduction of Unique / Breeze to Kanan is going to happen. That's what I'm looking forward to.
He Breeze now?
Well, that's what people saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has to be. Like, who else is it going to be,
You
huh?
know how many seasons I've been waiting for Unique to be Breeze?
I know. And Breeze, I see you, but who else would it be? That's the question.
He coming back from this, you gotta be Breeze. Like, it ain't nothing other thing for you to be.
You have to.
I think they gonna like feel like, you know, somebody out here moving, somebody shaking. We don't know who it is. Everybody's dead. Who could it possibly be? Like, oh. And then I think he'll give himself a whole new name. He could be out here moving. Like, yo, my name's like, create a whole new persona for himself. My name's Breeze.
You know what I thought? I thought, you know, as far as the name, they said that the streets gave him the name. But so my theory was, number one, how did he know that this meeting was going to happen? The only way this meeting was going to happen was probably through Stefano. So some people are saying that Stefano's the one that's kind of like keeping him on the low, right? Kind of helping him get back into things. And then I'm just like, okay, if he's working with Stefano, and you remember the whole interaction with Stefano, right? Oh, you black people you're good at nicknames. Maybe Stefano gives him his name. You know what? You move so silently like a breeze. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call you Breeze, huh? How about that? You ubiquitous. I'm gonna change your name. You never know.
I mean, I want them to have brought him back. Like, he better come back strong. His character better come. I don't want Ronnie Part 2. They better bring him back strong as ever. I want to know who he is because he's been through a lot.
He has.
He pretty much came back from the dead. So he can't come back with the, you ever think about us in the dark rock? You ever want to get on this counter? He can't come back on that. He has to be like something completely different.
I don't even think his motivation is to get back with Rock.
Oh yeah, absolutely not.
His motivation is probably to, mentor. I think he's going to mentor Kanan because well, I think he's going to mentor Kanan. You know why? I say that because if Crystal's going to have his baby, he can mentor him as to how to handle this as well because he has Panessa. Panessa's the mother of his child. You know what I'm saying? And then on the game as well. So he's going to be a different person. Totally different person after this. You know what I'm saying? Face ain't going to be the same. So sorry, ladies.
Face ain't going to be the same. Hello, Moochie.
Moochie, what up?
Building.
What up?
We will see that as his backstory. We'll see. I'm hoping that they let us know, where he's been when the next season. It's not just like time jump. Like, no, I want to know who was keeping my man's up and where he was.
You ain't got the answers, Tyra. You ain't gonna get the answer.
I want the answers. But I am, happy to bring him back. He better be, totally different. He has to be changed. He better come back strong. It better be some good writing. And if we went through all of this and we still not Breeze, I swear.
You know what I'm gonna say? You ain't got the answers, Tyra. You ain't gonna get they ain't gonna give it to you.
Oh man. But leaving here, you guys have been absolutely awesome. Once again, shout out to all the 200 people here in the live, showing us all types of love. Overall, how did you feel about season 3? Everybody, leave it down in them comments. You can say it in the chat. Show us some love. Let us know how you felt about what we've been doing, because I've had an incredible time with Jay. Jay, how did you feel about this season?
I've had an incredible time with you as well. Thank you so much for asking that question. And this has been an incredible ride for both of us. Honestly, I can say there was a lot of ups and downs in this season. Some I loved and some I was like, right? But overall, as they wrapped up with episode 10, I can say that it wasn't the greatest season, but it was a really good season. All right. It wasn't the greatest, but it was really captivating, I'll say. It was very captivating on an emotional end. Some parts, as far as the writing, overall, yeah, I say it was good. I will give it a 8.7. All right, as far as the entire season, because there was some hiccups that was just like, I was like, I want the answers, Tyra. They ain't giving us the answers. We just gotta assume, right? So, but I enjoyed the good times. I enjoyed the Butter situation. I enjoyed Marvin's elevation. His story arc, his character arc was amazing. I'm so glad he didn't get locked up. So glad. Ronnie's gone. Kanan can move on. We can move forward with this story. So overall, 8.7 for me as far as the season is concerned. That's where I'm at with that. How about you? How did you feel about season 3? You gonna give me like a 5?
Incredibly intense time with season 3. I love some episodes way more than others.
Yes.
I disdain Ronnie's character. Didn't like what they did with Unique. Didn't like all that they did with Lulu. Felt like Aisha was preying on my girl time, rubbing on knees. I really did. I actually enjoyed the progression of Famous's character this season. Kanan, who likes Kanan? We watched this show for Raquel. Be serious. I am looking forward to see the whole story arc of everybody and how we deal with this aftermath of not only Ronnie being gone, but Malcolm being gone and my Frankenstein man pretty much coming back from the dead. I would definitely give this season a 7. Okay. A hard 7 because it's teetering on 6.9. But I'm gonna give it a 7.
Yeah.
Definitely not my favorite season so far, but I feel like they left a lot open for us to go somewhere positive and have better consistent writing for the next season. I really wish they would have did something different with Unique, but we're here. We're here, and our boy is back. Let's not be mad at that. Anybody who's mad at that with me, just do know that we could have had Ronnie. Okay.
Do you think that we'll see and thank you for that.
Yeah.
Do you think that we'll see more of Kanan next season? Because just like you said, most of this was rock. Shout out to whoever is the stylist, because the outfits, the colors, the designs, Marv, whoever was the barber for Marv, like this was very well put together for the time period. Like I felt like I was in 1992. As we move on to either 93 or 94, do you think we'll see more of Kanan's story as it has developed?
They have to. I don't want to say Tariq because I never liked Tariq. I was really interested in watching this show for Kanan because the crazy Kanan that we met in the Power universe and Ghost and the whole 9 and Tommy, I was like, I gotta see anything we can learn about this kid because he's wild. So they would have to do something to like gear and shift the show's energy over to us like, oh, we're really interested in Kanan. So far, we've only seen him, as a kid and, as he is, but they'll have to do something because I'm never as invested in Kanan as I am in Raquel and her story arc and, the brothers and everything in the game. So if we're going to do that, I want to see what drastic thing they're going to do for us to be like, all right. Because, so far, we go in on Kanan's accent.
What you talking about? I don't got an accent, huh?
Mother and the mop and the turn.
I see my mother, yo.
I don't know because it's like, what are we going to be following next season? Because she's like, you coming with us, so it's just like, are we going to be getting into them moving as a family dynamic? That still leaves us with just Rock. That's why I was like, I could have really gotten into him like being an opponent and going against the grain. Like, you don't tell me when I'm done. Not only did I set this up, but we taking your money too. We would have had to keep Ronnie. I'm glad Ronnie's dead, but that would have been something different for us to maybe get more into adult, like, are we really moving and shaking Kanan versus him just kind of still being under Raquel's wing and being the son? But we'll see. Hopefully they do something else for me to like, oh, okay, all right. I can't wait to see what happened with Kanan, because I don't never care what's going on with Kanan. And I really, really want to. I really, really want to. But we'll see what happens with season 4.
Yeah, it's going to be a 2-year time jump, right? Hopefully. And
I love how you say that, Jay, like it's fact. It's going to be a 2-year
time jump, hopefully. And I said hopefully. And what if we see like the first scenes that he's just bashing a whole bunch of dudes like Ronnie used to do. You know what I mean? That would be fire if we come back with that first scene and he's a little older now, but he's beating cats down like Ronnie used to do, taking their stuff, and that would be dope. But now he's representing the family. He's representing the Thomas family. He's still rolling with Moms, but Mom's not really like on the street anymore. It's more so Kanan and Marv on the street and his little goons that he got from the courier. That's just,
we'll have to see. I want them to do something for me to like no longer look. I want to see because everybody just feels like, oh, he catching bodies now without flinching. Like, oh, he's left, like the childhood Kanan is gone. He still has so much childlike behavior, and that's to be expected. But I want to see something that's like, oh, that nigga's a man now. Oh, I want to see that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I want. Well, we'll see if they open with that or just something. But I really would love to be just as invested in Kanan as I am in Raquel, because I love me some Raquel. I love Marvin. Yes. Lulu. That's that. And then it's just like, Kanan. Oh, okay, yeah. What's going on? Okay. Oh yeah.
Like an afterthought in his own show.
This is raising Kanan, but in the title of raising Kanan, we're focusing on who's raising him and not so much Kanan. But we'll see what happens. Maybe they saving that, hoping that we get into more seasons. Maybe this is, a 5-6 season show. Who knows? Who knows? But Jay, this has been awesome.
Man, this has been amazing, guys. Thank you so much for rocking with us for 2 hours and 10 minutes, fam. Whenever we do this, it doesn't feel like, we're on for a long time. It doesn't feel like that at all. We always have a good time. So thank you, Tyra, for always bringing the comedy, the comic strips. I mean, this has been great, and this is not the last time because you're doing all my intros now. So that's
absolutely is not. Jay, I am going to give the screen to you for a second to promote how watch the block one more time, and to also tell the folks what you have going on your channel. Go ahead.
Absolutely. Thank you, family, for rocking with us for all 10 episodes. Again, thanks to Tyra and everybody out there supporting us. We appreciate y'all. So listen, family, because you love Raising Kanan, I came up with the Battle Royale for Raising Kanan. So I'm going to be gathering all the YouTubers that you love, including Tyra, and we're going to be with this Battle Royale, who runs the block. We're going to test their knowledge. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have a block party. We're going to have all that good stuff, fam. It's coming up February 19th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come through. Join us as you usually have been doing that. And yeah, it's going to be super fun. Tyra, she's going to be co-hosting with me. She's probably going to be doing some comic strips and stuff like that. We'll see. But we're going to put it together. It's going to be amazing. So we appreciate you guys. Definitely, if you've just found me here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. And yeah, we got a whole lot of stuff coming. Tyler Perry's Ruthless. If you're into that, I'm doing that as well. And BMF is on the way. If you're into BMF, we're going to be covering that as well. So look out for your boy. Definitely. And thank you to everybody who has carried us over 12,000 subscribers. We appreciate you. I appreciate you. You already know, family. Love you all. Back to you, Tyra. Salute.
Thank you so much, Jay.
There you are.
I always feel like we're watching news. Back to you on channel. This has been
back to you.
This has been VACAY-JTV on Channel 6 News. Thank you. Thank you.
Come on, man. Come on. Back to you. Come on.
Oh, God. Jay is also doing a What's Next wrap-up for this season finale. So be on the lookout for that. I will do my best to come through for that so we can, dive more into. I didn't want to discuss too much about, what we're seeing for the next season, because I know that's something that you probably want to do in your What's Next video. So are you going to do a What's Next for this? Or this just
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I think it's a great idea for us to get together again and just...
We should, because we should.
You know what I'm saying? We love each other. You guys know we love each other. We're the best.
Get into maybe some real true predictions for season 4, and you and a cigarette. Just where these characters could go. I think that'll be dope. If Jay is absolutely up for it, and the Watch the Block is just gonna be. Don't miss that, y'all. Don't miss that. We watched. Who am I getting? Watch the Block.
I don't know. Watch the Block. On Who Runs the Block, yes. Just be on the block, son. Be on the block.
On the block. The block is hot. Juvenile. Be on the lookout for those things and come through and, support us with all of that. Dang, don't be putting that in the air. Don't put that in the air.
I was just about to ask you.
I am absolutely doing my best. I've been trying to get some videos up for like over a week and a half now, and YouTube keeps playing with my face with them. At this point, I think I'm gonna put them up and just let them be freaking copyrighted. But be on the lookout and support me in that way. And also be on the lookout for Patreon. You guys don't know how much your super chats and your super things and all of those good things help us out so much. You guys have been amazing this live. Just know your girl needs all the support to, I'm trying to stay here, Dane. Don't be putting my business out there in the street. I'm trying I'm trying to stay here. But we are absolutely about to get on up out of here. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Jay, we had over 200 people here. Can you believe that?
Wow, first time ever. Wow, amazing. Amazing. Yeah.
Anything to say to the folks before we get on up out of here?
Listen, fam, we love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for your support all these years. Like this, we're not stopping. This is not the end of the Vacay and Struggle Review show. We have way more antics to get into, way more people to impersonate, way more stuff to laugh about. So we gonna figure something out, whatever that is. After this, we gonna keep this thing going. Patreon or not, whatever. Yes. We gonna keep this thing going. All right, fam. We love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Kiss the ring. I'm trying. Y'all have a good day. Peace, y'all.